Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the fat and the fit, the stiff and the limp, the wide and the wet, the tall and the lean, the plump and the mean. Welcome once again to Rugby League's Origin Trek for 1995, the next generation. Welcome to the MCG for State of Origin number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know the first match was a dud, but there were some wonderful things to come out of it. The two teams from the future of league were evenly matched. P.E. Borton made an impressive start in the world of coaching. Wonderful defensive skills were on display all night. Wayne Bartram mauled his critics. Trevor the Axe Gilmeister and Dale Shearer grew in stature and gained an extra half-metre in pace. The crowd were on their feet from the kick-off, and referee Eddie Ward had an absolute blinder. Let's take nothing away from the performance of the Maroons at the Sydney Football Stadium on May the 15th. A match that is now widely acknowledged as the greatest display of open, high-scoring rugby league ever seen anywhere in the long and wonderful history of the game. But the Blues gave it all for their state too. They were terriers in attack. They had speed to burn out wide. They put on an awesome display of skill, and even at the death, they found more skill no one knew they had. They were gallant in defeat. They came off after State of Origin 1, beaten but unbowed and eagerly looking towards the future. Which brings us to the MCG this evening and Origin number 2. Who would have thought that after last year's success that Origin 2 would once again be played in a jam-packed MCG? Who would have thought that just 1 year on a cool Melbourne winter's night, the city would come to a total standstill? Who would have thought that throughout this vast town there is no one at home? And everywhere, young kiddies want to be Adrian Lamb, or Big Craig Teban, or the penalty puller, Tony Hearn. And who would have thought that these same kiddies would wish their dads could be Jim Bannigan, and that they had in their city places where they could go like Rosie's and Cafe Neon, and that they had suburbs like Fortitude Valley and New Farm in their town within easy reach of public transport. Who would have thought that these young people of Melbourne were now 1 year on, screaming out for places in which everyone knew what a Steeden was, knew without having to think how many points were in a try, could demonstrate showing the ball and regularly tackled their playmates head high. Oh yes, Melbourne would love to be Brisbane on this night of nights, as the MCG hosts Origin number 2 for 1995. That's just one of the funny little things about the future of league. A future that turns this crazy, mixed-up, topsy-turvy world on its ear. A world that has pilchards choking to death with excitement. That has Imran Khan saying, "Will you marry me?" to anyone he meets. That has rampaging Roy Slavin and H.G. Nelson camped on the Triple J card table, pitched in front of the member stand, ready and wanting to call their second trip to the future. That is the League Enterprise aboard Starship Argo. Are you there, Roy? Come in, H.G.
Yes, thanks very much indeed, King Wally out in the soundproof booth. Hello, Asia. Hello, Australia. Hello, Rugby League world. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ARL fans and Super League lovers, Arcos and Rebos, Quailos and Murdos, welcome one, welcome all to State of Origin number 2 for 1995. Coming to you live from the MCG. Yes, that is right. Tonight, my very good friends, it's the League at the G. And thanks for joining us on a night when too much league will be belly enough. And when I say league, I mean Australian Rugby League. That is the game the people own. That is the Australian people own the game that is being played tonight, not only for tonight, but forever. this evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are it. You own it. Not Arthur Son and his yodeling minx quail. Not Bull Moore and his sibling Damie. Not that clown bozo and his madcap loony offsider heart attack Huddles. But you, the Australian people here down under. You control the Australian Rugby League. That is the traditional old-fashioned rugby league. Now, if you've just returned from Mars, the next generation of Queensland Maroons are one up in this best-of-3 series in Origin 1995 that you own. Queensland took the first one at the Sydney Football Stadium. 2 block, 2 donut, 2 zip, 2 don't, 2 don't argue, 2 nil. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes' time, the Queensland Maroons, captained by the razor-sharp axe called Trevor, and coached by the Southern Hemisphere's funniest man in P.H. Vorton, will run out onto the MCG to take on the New South Wales Blues, captained by about to cut loose, but sadly clubless, Bradley Ballburster Fittler, and coached as ever by the only certain and still thing in an ever-changing universe, and that thing is fabulous, Philly Gould. Stay with us for all the slog in the pog, at the G on the inflatable dog, Triple J. Woof, woof. No matter where you have down the tools across this vast nation of ours, we hope you can leave it alone. Sit very still, face the front for another 80 minutes as League features once again all the stars of the next generation right here in the front row seats on board the business end of Spaceship Arco. The message to all viewers at the top of the slog is simply turn the television to the Rugby League channel down your end of the swamp. Turn down the sound and turn up the bloody big fish on a bendy stick network, Triple J. Unfortunately for league lovers in some parts of the swamp we call home, you will not be able to combine vision with sound, so sit back and enjoy the call and let your imagination see the future of this great game of league that we all own unfolding in your mind. And when replay comes on later this evening, you'll be able to tell your mates all about it. And yes, my very good friends, this is Origin 2, the next generation. Everything is on it and there's nothing in it. It's a night of restless, heaving emotions once again, and it's getting to me because so many big questions will be answered once again here at the G. One of which, will Roy and myself be able to make this game sound interesting to anyone apart from Ken Arthurson and his head in the sand, dates in the air, corporate cowboy mates? And now, joining me at the Triple J card table here at the MCG for this magnificent clash, perched as we are right on the sideline in front of the members' stand. And remember, this mate takes us towards the future for another time. It's my colleague in league, rampaging Roy Slavin. Welcome to the future once again, Roy. I know you're over the moon. It's a dream come true for you to be here for another night at the G, celebrating the next generation of league and everything that the game that we own has to offer. But what is the mind of rampaging Roy Slavin thinking about Origin 2 as we head towards kickoff in 25 minutes' time?
Yes, thank you very much, H.G. Nelson. I must say, I don't know if the images are going here from Melbourne up to Sydney and Brisbane, and indeed to Perth and et cetera, Darwin, Adelaide, etc. But the excitement here is just extraordinary, and as we can hear the mournful bugle in the background, that about sums up the atmosphere. A little bit of death, a little bit of dying, and a lot lost, and very little gained. But it's going to be that sort of evening, I think, HG. Mind you, can I just from the off, I know it has nothing to do, strictly speaking, with the state of origin, but can I just break here, I think, a story which I tumbled across later on, a little bit earlier on this evening, that is late this afternoon. There's a tug of love, I suppose you'd call it, between the ARL and Super League over the Penguin Graham Bradley. My mail is that the ARL has dangled the very attractive piece of fruit which has on it a cheque stamped to the tune of $750,000 per annum for the Penguin Graham Bradley, and the Super League is prepared to match that and more. So Graham Bradley could be the first chink in the St George armour that might fall to Super League, but that's big money, and I think the Penguin's worth it. Just between you and me, I was disappointed the Penguin wasn't picked this evening, because I know people in Melbourne feel a special affinity with Graham Bradley's work, with the Penguin's work, i.e. you can never put him down. Terrific bloke, and I think Graham will be the winner out of this one. I just hope he jumps the right way. Whoever knows what the right way is. Getting back to the game tonight, HG, specifically for your question, in response to your question, I've been led to believe, you've been led to believe, the public of Melbourne have been led to believe there'll be a stink tonight.
Yes.
I don't think there will be.
Right.
I think they're far too professional for that. I think we saw a very professional game of rugby league in the first State of Origin with the showbiz result, and the showbiz result would have to be this evening that New South Wales win quite comfortably to set up the turnstiles for the third State of Origin match in Brisbane. Let's face it, there'd be no interest if it goes to Brisbane 2-blot. So I think we'll see a very professional game. I think we'll see the Blues spinning it wide very, very early on, involving the backs, running the Maroons around. Gee, I don't know if these images are getting through either, and that is of the 2nd Commando Regiment. This is the Anzac Day tribute, 2nd Commando Regiment. That is 5 skydivers have landed via parachute, 3 of whom managed to land on the MCG, 2 of whom are in the car park. So that's terrific as well. So it's a tremendous start for, I think, an evening of absolute glitter and glamour. And I just sent out a cheerio to a couple of old chums who I bumped into this afternoon. There's Bruce McAvaney and Sandy Roberts. I bumped into Sandy and Bruce. They were coming. They told me they were coming tonight. They said they had free tickets, so they might make use of them, as have just about 40,000 other people here in Melbourne being given free tickets for tonight's fiasco. And also Robert Domenico I bumped into as well. Dipper looking better than ever. I think doing better with his coverage on the Saturday afternoon, Channel 7. Coverage of the AFL. I think he's calling the game better than ever. His post-match reports, I think, right up there with, it's hard to say.
Steve Crawley.
Right up there with Steve Crawley, yeah. So the atmosphere, terrific. And we're all set for, I think, a very, very...
And my ute broke down at the Deer Park, and I had to catch a cab into the CBD of Melbourne. Silvertop, and I got into with the cabbie, obviously, with the hat on. I quizzed him about the hat. He was a bit nonplussed, but at least I could read State of Origin, May 31st, MCG, be there. That was the information.
Yeah.
He didn't have a bloody clue.
Good promotion.
And then the other day we were lucky enough to be here and see the tremendous press conference, which had the Maroons arrive in the armoured personnel carrier, and then the skydivers again, and then and can I ask why VE Day in Melbourne is being celebrated
much later?
I know, about a month later than the rest of the world. Is it just NRL think? And look, what did worry me?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, are they mocking our diggers?
Well, I think that's worried me in the first place.
They're mocking the league is mocking our diggers. I don't like that.
No. Why is Anzac Day being celebrated on May the 31st?
Yeah.
Normally I thought Anzac Day was April the 25th.
Yeah.
Here we are, almost 6 weeks later. We've still got a last post going round.
Yeah.
VE Day, it was about a fortnight or 3 weeks ago.
Right. That's right.
Yet here tonight we're celebrating it. Once again with a lot of, we'll meet again type bunting up and all over the place. Yeah. Well, what I wanted to say, Roy Slavin, was that disappointing...
Vera Lynn. We've got a bit of Vera Lynn here in the MCG.
Look,
well, they're having a shot at Vera Lynn now. It's a soft target.
And a target the Canards back, given that she's about 83, not out.
And unaware that she's been used here tonight.
Set up, could be Mike Gibson organising all this. Now, what I was going to say, Roy, was yesterday afternoon when ticket sales weren't the best. Look, I have to relate an incident. Well, I have to relate an incident where Ken Arthurson said, could I drive him around the town of Melbourne for a while? I said, Ken, I'm more than happy to do that. But we ended up in a lot of those, what I call in-your-face style, up-close table dancing venues. Ken would slip in out the back, get the Lippian Rouge on, and the harem pants, of course, and get onto a table and
wriggle the hips.
Wriggle the hips to, something like I Like the Nightlife. And then at the end, the climax of his act was to turn around, and there, in the unalluring bit of crack, would be a $100 bill wrapped around a ticket for tonight's show. And people, understandably, irresistibly, reached in and took it out. Yeah. But this didn't happen once. No. This happened at 15 venues around Melbourne.
Yeah. Little stains on one end of it.
A little touch of brown, that's right. A little bit of Ken on each pack. But then, after that, I said, Ken, what are you doing? People are starting to laugh. And so I said, okay, HG, I'll fix it up. I've given... a lot of tickets to the chap in charge of the toilets here. Anybody who comes and uses the toilet can get a ticket for the game.
Yes.
And I said, but it's a tantamount to taking down the shield and just pooing all over again. He said, yes, that's right, HG, and that's why I like Melbourne. Because you can do those sort of things. It's a free town. Yeah. It's a town that encourages all this sort of gear.
Were the police interested in people loitering around the toilet?
Look, unfortunately, they were. They were. I was a bit...
Well, I mean, we've had problems in London in the past. And rugby league was sullied on that particular day. Black Date Tuesday.
Really, the thing that I find alarming about it is, and the thing that I find very difficult to get to is, is that I believe the people of Melbourne would be prepared to pay if they thought they were going to see a bit of excitement.
Oh, yes.
They would be prepared to pay if they thought this thing was fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum, mm.
But what we've got now is a farce that can only be promoted. It's in free fall, can only be promoted by the chairman of the Australian Rugby League, that is the game you and I own, all the listeners own, going around with the see-through harem pants on, pushing the girls aside roughly and brusquely, getting up on the tabletop, Smith style, and getting up on the parquetry on the 4 pins
and
wiggling the butt about, saying, "Look out, boys! Here I come!"
Finish your drinks. Finish your drinks.
And, yes, get down there quick. And I did see some people who should know better reaching in with their teeth.
Oh, really?
I thought that was a bit risque. But apart from that, I think the promotion has been spot on, with this exception of obviously the ARL. Going to Melbourne, it goes into a time warp. It goes into about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Remember there were 87,000 here last year, I think. Yeah, we're going to get Boogie Boogle Boy now.
Well, this is the Barry Manilow arrangement.
Yeah, I think it is.
Classic.
I think it is.
That World War II gem, that World War II chestnut. The other thing, of course, is I think you only have to go into some pubs and actually buy a beer to get a ticket to tonight's game. Yeah. But you'd hardly think that was...
I think you just had to go into a pub.
It's Origin, pure and simple. It's the home of league. Here at the MCG, your receptor is tuned to Triple J.
Yes, we've got some tremendous images of people dolled up in World War II doing the jitterbug. It's a long time since I've seen people in the rope petticoat and the slick-back hair. Must be all of 3 weeks. Doing the jitterbug. To the tremendous thing. And indeed, Melbourne people have responded to this match magnificently, haven't they?
Well, 87,000 responded magnificently last year, you might recall, when we were here last year. And there were 87,000. I thought there was slightly more. This year, if they get 40, I think it's a success. Well, I don't get it. I would have thought if they got 90, it'd be a success.
Roy, coming to the lineup changes, and we do hear, or we understand that there's been a savage rearrangement of the New South Wales pack. Philly Joe Jones Gould, as I think the Maroons will come out swinging.
Yes.
And so he's put his strong people into the pack. And so the pack tonight looks like Dean Pay, Jimmy Sedaris and Paul Harrigan in the front row. This is the New South Wales pack. Bradley Mackay comes into the second row along with...
Well, he's a firebrand, isn't he?
Brad Mackay, along with... I've got a slight mistake here. I know what's happening. Barnhill goes to the prop.
Yes.
Barnhill a prop.
Yeah.
Well,
And Greg Florimo
comes into lock. Sorry, let me get
out of
right.
position.
Yeah, it's Florimo at lock. The second row looks to me now Dean Pay and Brad Mackay. The front row, Paul Harrigan, Jim Sedaris and David Barnhill. Now, that is a disaster for mine, Roy. I mean, that's obviously trying to send a bloody big signal to the Queenslanders.
Saying, come and beat us.
Yeah, it's like, just punch us and we'll lay down and you can run all over us. The player I'd like to get your thoughts on, though, is Mark Carroll. Now,
how must he be feeling?
Yeah, how must he be feeling? And what I'd like to address, if I could briefly, is obviously he was suspended for a week because he clocked David Ferner in the head.
1 week.
1 week. For if it had happened any other player...
In any other club.
They would have probably got 6 months.
Yes.
Because,
life.
Or life. The defence, I understand, was that David Ferner was slipping over at the time of the incident. Now, is slipping over, in your view, Roy, if you see a player slipping over, does that mean they're fair game for anything? Can you twist their ears? Can you kick them up the date? Can you knock their heads off? Just because
you can buy their ear off,
You can headbutt
punch the nose, headbutt, put the Axminster on.
Just because they're slipping over?
Just because they're slipping over, yeah.
How's he feeling?
I didn't see that as a particularly strong defence, I must say.
No.
And, already you can see the stands are overflowing.
As we see now, pictures coming from the New South Wales dressing room.
Yes, he hasn't looked awake in 8 years, has he? Has he ever woken up? Has he got that sort of sleeping sickness? That sleeping ailment?
The Ross River fever.
I don't know. He might have some sort of sleep apnea or something. He just keeps dozing off every couple of seconds. I don't know. I worry about the kitty.
The Hopawade story, Roy.
Yes.
Now, I see there's a bit of a stink on between the QRL and the PNGRL over the...
Well, Adrian Lamb can't play for Australia because he's a Kumul. He's played for the Kumals.
Right. So how come
I don't know how he can play for Queensland, but he's a Kumul.
Right.
Does that mean all Kumals can play? Graham and Newey, should he put the shorts back on and want to play football again, come play for Queensland?
Sort of north of the Tweed's fair game. There's Tossett Turner there, as we see now.
But
the Queensland.
Does that mean United Kingdom players?
Well, I just don't get it. Coming to the Hopoate story, Roy. What is the Hopoate story?
Well, he's a kiddie from Fiji. He Western Samoa. He loves his rugby league. He came and played with the Manly club this year, in reserves last year, first grade this year, and has managed to score a Guernsey.
And the story is that he played his original rugby league with the Manly Seagulls.
He must have done.
Yeah, that's how he comes to be an Australian.
Well, no. He would have played rugby league in the islands, but his first game in Australia was in Sydney. Therefore, being in New South Wales, he can play for New South Wales. Apparently, I mean, the rules of they're fruity. I've described them as fruity.
Roy, the rules are about as convincing as the rules of gladiators. They exist in John Alexander's mind.
Yes.
We'll take a short break and come back with the kickoff in about 8 minutes' time on Origin 2 1995.
This is Rugby League. This is State of Origin. This is the next generation on Triple J.
Very, very firmly, Roy, just to keep you upright.
Should old acquaintance be forgotten?
Well, might be the last time the league come here. If people don't get out of their cars and get into the stadium now, I mean, it won't last forever, the future of rugby league.
No.
Look, I do have a message here from Michelle Brown, actually, suggesting that the Boomers, that is the Australian basketball team, are playing Korea tonight in the Bendigo, the Strip Centre in Bendigo. So if you get a bit tired of this match, Bendigo people, or in the Bendigo, Ballarat, Beechworth area.
Well, Melburnians. I mean, if we left here now, we could get there in time for the game.
Easy. It starts 8:30. Boomers v Missouri is the match tonight. Must be a triangular series. The Australian youth team versus Missouri versus Korea, ... But it's Boomers v Missouri tonight at the Swep Centre in Bendigo. So that is a great fixture. And, of course, round about that time, all eyes...
King of the kids.
King of the kids. Yeah, Teaser Terry. The hair puller.
The hair puller.
And he looks very animated for a sick bloke.
Yeah.
Now, what I was going to say was, obviously, if you get sick of this match, you can always watch the Rugby Union and get down to see the Boomers in Bendigo.
Well, if this fails to entertain, I'm quite happy to hop into a plane with you and... head off to South Africa and have a look at the Rugby Union.
I'd be more than happy.
Because those Canadians, they're feisty customers.
They're very good, very good. They have a terrific uniform.
They do. I think they had a very celebrated win over Romania a couple of years ago.
Roy, looking back over these teams, there's been a lot made of this problem that obviously the only loophole left uncovered for Philly Joe Jones-Gould was the problem with the stink. Now, do you think that Fatty's primed the Maroons to go off
Yes.
in the opening minutes and to get Gavin Allen in particular, who's a known stinker, Stonker Allen they call him, to come out and lay on a couple of combination punches to say Harrigan to slow him right up, to get David Barnhill carried off? Is that what's going to happen?
And Tony Hearn as well.
The penalty
puller. I think he's brilliant at putting in a thump and getting retaliation. I've seen him hit himself or grab a bloke's fist and plunge it into his own face very convincingly and pull penalties that way. He's a genius at it. I think the Blues will be trying to avoid a stink, and I think it would be in Maroon interest if the game is genuine to put on a full-blooded one-in-all-in sort of stink, because I know Arco would have given them the nod, Quayle would have given them the nod, saying do anything to entertain, whatever few people are at the MCG here tonight. Make sure they go home entertained. And Melbourne people love their fights.
Right.
It's the boxing
it's the home
capital of the
boxing
world,
in
home of boxing in Australia.
They've got this boy, Tom Fratoska Petridis.
Oh, that's right.
Down here. They supported Jeff Fennick throughout his career.
That is.
They'd love to see the Zoo boy down here, the Russian-born Sydney
Justin Rousel.
Jason Rousel.
He'll be in Melbourne too. Yeah.
Now, a lot of listeners are disappointed that there's been no pick distinct competition in rep season 1995, but as we pointed out in rep 1... Well, that's right. The other thing is you can't... It's only so much baggage from the past you can take to the future. And obviously, it will be interesting to see as we see these magnificent pictures
Look at those
coming
pictures.
through. They are magnificent
It's chock-a-block.
It's absolutely brimming. This great stadium, Roy, and as we see this picture now, and the Blues dressing rooms, they're about to come out, what does the G mean to you? I know you and Keith Stackpole tore it apart many days when you were opening for Australia. It is a place which is synonymous with sport. It's the home of sport. I mean, I can't think of a better place to be playing this match. Really.
Yeah, it's always had a very, very special spot in my heart, the MCG, actually, even before the Great Southern Stand was built. It had tremendous atmosphere, and I've often said that the people of Melbourne, people of Victoria, know and love their sport and respect their sport and their sports people and think more about sport and have sport woven into their ordinary lives, much more so than any other people in the world.
Who are these young kiddies leading the Blues out, though? Are they some fresh reserves?
These are kiddies from Carlton High School, actually.
Carlton High School.
Jeff they don't know why they're there.
Fittler, Tea Time Wishart, there's the Chief Harrigan, here comes Barnhill, Teaser Terry.
There's no shouting New South Welsh person.
Well, Jimmy Sedaris, didn't he have a shocker on the first state of origin?
Hopewadi, how much he fell from the islands to Australia.
Representing us New South Wales now.
Representing a land he knows bugger all about.
In a game he hasn't ever played
blokes
before.
He's never met before.
Sedaris. And look at the bunting!
Look at that bunting!
That is bunting! You talk about a run through in the AFL Cup for side of the New South Wales bunting sign tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And
you can see that from all over the ground.
That's right. Oh, and hear the applause as the New South Wales Blues run on. And what a magnificent sight here. We see a lot of people running on to a place they've only seen once, or some of them only seen once before in their life. And now the Maroons.
Billy Moore should be shouting, Queenslander!
Oh, yes, here he comes, Billy Moore, and we've got to sight Jim Bannigan. Now, where's Jim? Yes, come on.
There he goes, thank you.
Billy! Now, the maroon word. And look at the bunting. Look at the maroon bunting.
With a flop in the middle.
Got a lot of anything. Here comes the Maroons now.
They don't look very fit, do they?
Well, they're going to get worn out if they keep that up by the time they get out onto the playing surface. And they've got a crowd here, Roy, and thank goodness for that, because I was, when I looked up moments ago, about 30 seconds ago,
there's no one here.
And they've all got to their seats. And that's the great thing about this ground. You can pack about 50,000 in 20 seconds. They just... in they come. Here's the Blues, a sombre outfit of the Blues. They know it's all there. Here's the officials now, a lot of loons, a lot of what we call farts. Jeff Carr. He does. And I love the electrical tape that Barnhill uses. I wish I could get some of that. I'm sure it would look a lot good on me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't often, sorry, and there's the Philly Jojo Schooled, the bloke with his hands in his pocket, just licking his lips. Can't get on with waiting to gun it.
Too bright for league.
Yeah. Wasn't that a beautiful piece Steve Crawley?
Steve Crawley did
on him and Fatty the other day. Yeah, too bright for league. Far too bright for league. Too sharp.
Yeah.
And isn't...
Mark Holmes stripped down, isn't he?
He hasn't got any electrical tape. He's starting on the bench. Obviously, he'll tape up in a couple of hours, i.e. when it's all over. Hancock on screen, and there's Greg Florimo from the... there's David Barnhill. God, look at that. Look, and they talk about St George being finished, but when you've got the Penguin, when you've got David Barnhill and that look, and you've got Gordon Tallis, the greatest player ever to pull on the boots.
Yes.
Most exciting.
And
that's a big grab.
That is very big.
In the red and the white, and that is tremendous. Certainly, crowd goes quiet now as we see the bench line up.
Very shortly. Thank you.
To be performed tonight by the Victorian Youth Choir.
And Ian Smith conducting.
I've had was when
conducting the Victorian Combined High School's choir. I love his style with a big stick.
Very unprofessional so far as I would have had blankets on the players in this cool. It's very cool. The Queensland players wouldn't be used to these sort of temperatures we've got here.
It's very cool. I wouldn't be surprised if tonight it goes under 10.
They should have had blankets on while they were standing.
And also
because the muscles can tense up in that.
They can. As we see Jimmy Sedaris. Jimmy looks something wrong.
Jimmy looks different, doesn't he?
Yes, I don't know what
Who was that Gilly playing with himself? Give it a rest, Billy.
Billy,
all right.
And everything is ready just now for the kick-off in State of Origin number 2 GD. Look at that bloke, he's got a sore ear. He's tying it on Van Gogh style.
Mad as a cut snake.
Can't they attach the earpieces in a bit more professional manner than a bit of elastoplast cut off willy-nilly at any odd length? And we're almost underway. And we're about to get underway. Origin 2 is underway. Oh, and there's a bit of a tricky tactic to start off with. Here comes the stink. Let's have a look. There it is. It's stinking already. It's a tremendous match with stink written all over it. Here's Greg Florimo going forward, and they knock him back. Tremendous
already
work
out of position.
Position totally. He hasn't got a clue where he's playing. As away comes the Blues with the ball. The Blues run it up almost up to the 30. Here's Larson and Harrigan. Gee, Harrigan will have to have a good game if he wants to play for Australia tonight. And away he comes now, and remember
a bit of a stink.
Oh, a bit of a back play stink. Up go the arms, knocked on over, and it's still 0-0. We've played 30 seconds of Origin number 2. That's the hair puller, Terry Hill, in action there. Here's Jimmy Sedaris. He gets the ball away. He looks like the Fittler. Fittler almost lost it. He took his eye for a moment. We're up to the 5th tackle. We played 41 seconds in Origin 2, and it's very, very exciting. The crowd loving every minute of it. As away it comes now to Johns.
Twist with the kick.
He did a 360.
He did a 360 twist.
Back it comes now with the Maroons. Maroons up to the Triple J signage area, and there's a penalty here.
Offside.
Offside inside the 10
Offside,
there.
or it might have been a high tackle, or it might have been a bit of a stink, or someone might be talking. Or all of the above.
I think it might be all the above. But
all of the above.
Offside.
Penalised for being Blues.
Yes, just being blue.
Just being
As
blue.
We see the ball
I think they're
here.
offside.
Yes, not 10 metres away there.
No.
It's And who is refereeing tonight? The great Eddie Ward?
Yes, the John Skiddy looks a bit foppish tonight.
Oh,
he did the 360 and then he had the limp. He's very foppish.
He's limped up in the wrist, and I like that. He could go to the subcontinent. Very high tackle.
Very high tackle there from Harrigan. Pull him out, pull him out.
Oh, settle him down, Wardy. And away they go, the ball. Maroons coming on. Oh, I'm enjoying this, Roy. I think we can make this work, this match. I think there's going to be enough in it for 80 minutes to thrill the people of Melbourne and get them going home thinking, fuck, I'm stupid. I haven't thought of rugby league, but I'm thinking it now. Another high tackle there from Fittler by the looks as they try and pull.
Blues got to roll them on their backs. Roll them on their backs.
Trying to pull their Billy Moore's head off. He gets up and plays the ball. They're all very low pass there. They're bunched.
Dreadful pass.
There's a kick early on the tackle, counting away. It goes now to the points, touched beautifully. And Hopewadi, no bounce, it does. He's taken one beautifully.
Hopewadi did well, though. He had it covered.
Western
Samoan style.
He's going to say it went out or somebody stepped out here.
No, it hit on the line.
Oh, okay.
On the line is out.
Right, let's have a look
on
at
the
this.
line is out. Here we see it bounces on the line. Coming up here. Here's the bounce. Right on the line.
Oh, well done, Roy. Yes, very good. Gee, you've got good eyesight. We're on the opposite side to that.
Yeah, I know that. I've got to have the binocs out.
Have you had the
binocs out?
The binocs with the periscope effect?
Right. 27 metres out from the Blues line.
Stop. This is exactly
this is rugby league.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Queenslander against Blue. Oh, look at the buttock. We have it all. Buttock, skin,
keep going.
shirt.
Keep going. It's better than league.
This is beautiful. Headbutt him. Do anything. Take his trousers off.
This is the best we've ever seen. The best match we've ever seen, without a doubt. And it's only 3 minutes 12 hold.
That's right. Now, would we send the lot off? Thanks very much, people of Melbourne.
Yes,
that's rugby league. See you next year.
That's right. Leave now. Leave now. It's time to go. Ring the bell. There it is. It's all over. We can go now, Roy.
Well, Jimmy Sedaris started it. He threw a
doing
punch.
Nothing. He was looking for
it came out of nothing.
I know. He was looking for something and it wasn't there, and he didn't get it. It was a tremendous stink. It was the best thing. Oh, he's not going to call people out for that.
Now, what's that bloke doing out there?
What's
that bloke with the high shorts, Harry High? What's he doing out there?
Who's that bloke? That's not Jim Bannigan with a facelift out there, is it? Darren Inch style? What's he calling people out here? Oh, this is
he sent that bloke off. Well, he should have been sent off. He didn't have a uniform on. I'd sent him off as well.
That bloke in the bloody, in the grey. With the big four X's in Queensland in 1995. What is he doing
out here? Is that Chris Close? No, it's not Johnny Close.
What is going on here? Who's in charge of this match?
That's Steve Jackson, I think. What's he
Who's
doing
in
out there?
charge of this match? I mean, surely Eddie Waterhouse comes from nothing.
Comes from nothing. Comes just
Absolutely
talk.
nothing.
Just talk.
They're
And
just
you're
trying
a
to get all
Queenslander.
talk.
You're a Queenslander.
I'm a blue.
You're a
Gavin
Queenslander.
Allen's right in there. Gavin Allen's got it's in. And here we see it all in replay now.
Good tap next to the line. Show it all to us again.
Oh, yes, tremendous. Hopaway gets him to be one of those. Hopaway, thing. Hopaway gets a left to the right, left, right. Hopaway. I'm scoring at 119 to 112. Blues ahead just slightly on the points count. Gets a shirt off.
And he's got the shirt off.
Oh, no, he had it all, really. Had it all. Oh, yes,
Brent
indeed.
Lorimer, he wasn't even there.
Oh, he wasn't there, ref. You've got eyes in the back of your head. Well, now that's tremendous. What a start. Now we've passed almost 5 minutes
Oh,
of
yes.
this.
Come on, show us. This is
This
what we
is
want kiddies to see.
Johns, Ringcraft, Johns, Ringcraft, Johns, Scientific Bout, John. What a match, Roy. They'll be talking about this one forever.
I'd send that bloke off not having a uniform. Oh, yeah, show us this one. Oh, yes, the Billy Morse house.
That's right.
Not one landed. Not one landed.
Oh, except the buttocks.
Except we saw a buttock.
Oh, a luring bit of crack. But Roy...
Without a ticket in it.
Without a ticket for tonight's match in it. That's what disappoints me about this. It's all show.
Yeah, it's all
You know, look, it's like you and me sitting here trying to hit the mics. Look, whack.
Baby. Get on with the game.
Yeah, people are
I
now...
just send him home or blow the whistle off, but the scrum down or give a penalty.
Why?
Lord,
You've lost
Lord is
control.
mad.
Oh, totally mad. Look at his
What have you
ear.
got Band-Aids still in your ears?
What? Tried to cut it off earlier today. And now, of course, there won't be any more stink.
Who's going to get a penalty? It should be Queensland.
What's he done here? He's giving a blue penalty.
Oh, what?
How can he do that? Look, they started it. Look, I'd love to see New South Wales win this match, but they started it. They started it, Eddie. Oh, Queensland were doing there, we're standing there being maroon.
Yeah, Billy's settling them down, though, I think I see Billy Moore.
Oh, go on, you won't get set off. Talk to him, Greg Florimo, you won't get set off. Flojo, you won't get set off, Floey. Stay up there. And there's a kick now when we get playing away.
Attractive kick. Was that, did the Fop kick that? The
Fop got it.
Yeah, good.
The Fop, he's powdering his nose as we speak, and his wig will come later. Away go the Blues again as they fire up now through Harrigan.
Oh, Allen, can you just throw one in there?
I saw him get one in on this attractive work pulling to the sideline, and here's Sedaris, who's lost all skills from might. Here's Barnhill. Look at that electrical tape, and turns me on every time I see it, Roy. Talk about pheromotic gear. Yeah. And away it comes now with the maroon. I think that's Tell to Pay with the ball now. He's charging up forwards. Here's a chance for the Blues if they spread it wide. And they come over to the card table side, and they've got it on
forward pass. Forward pass.
Goes to Mary McGregor.
Forward pass. Pull it back. Forward pass.
Unable to convert the try because he broke illegally. He's a criminal. He shouldn't be allowed to be out there. Have a look at this. Blatant forward pass for mine. Queensland try.
Yes, just a few centimetres forward, HG, but it was good to see them moving the ball as we expected. They're going to move move the ball wide very, very early. Eddie Ward's forgotten to call timeout, so we've lost all that time. Good rugby league time.
Well, that'll be Eddie Ward. Mad as a cut snake. And look at the air it proves it. And we've played 7 minutes of football, in which the ball's only been in play for 2 of them. That's tremendous, isn't it?
The Blues' defence is much stronger here tonight, much more aggression in it, actually. They're just not putting the Maroons on their backs as the Maroons are doing to the Blues.
Here's the axe with the ball. He's knocked over by a couple
on the wing.
The axe. There's the teaser in there. Getting up and away come the Maroons now. They get the ball on. Who's this now with the ball? It looks like Larson. Larson with the ball on the halfway line. He's almost speared. Unfortunately, he wasn't. He gets up and plays the ball backwards now and looks like Lamb there with the ball onto the boxer, Gavin Allen. He's knocked over.
He wasn't expecting the ball.
No.
That's right. Put him on his back. That's
3 minutes into the territory. 5th tackle now. We might see a bit of interesting play here. It gets on the toe. Straight to the Blues, though. By the looks of it, turn the Blues around.
Oh, he made Hopaway look an idiot. Didn't he? Just bounced over his head. Beautiful.
I mean, an idiot. I rest my case. That was very disappointing play.
Yeah, watch this. Straight over his head. Bounce over his head.
This might be Bartram, the genius of Bartram.
Yeah.
He doesn't turn around very quickly,
He's
does
very
he?
slow. He's very slow. He's a bit behind an injury. He's on railway tracks.
Oh, no. And we've got the State of Origin now, number 2 underway. About 9 minutes have gone.
Let's see if something comes out of this scrap.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
and
the ball.
Away it goes. Here's the hair puller. Pull a bit of hair, Terry. Earn your money, pal. Pull a bit of hair. He gets up and...
Oh, he's pulled a penalty. He's not only pulled hair, he's pulled a penalty.
He's from Gavin Allen. That's a bit soft, though,
He's the
isn't it?
Tony Hearn of the Blues.
You know, the salt and vinegar here just holds him down, does the right thing, does nothing, gets up, pushes him over once, and salt and vinegar's penalised. find that a very poor referee.
I think there's a lot of interest in the Blues winning tonight.
Oh, I think so. I think the Blues have won it already. It'll be a miracle if the Maroons can pull this one off. And away comes now. The Blues have all the possession so far. Fittler gets the ball away. Gets it back to Brad Mackay. Brad Mackay surges forward, and they've made good inroads into Maroon territory. As I get a big bogey in my throat. Back it comes to Flojo. Flojo works
Out
up.
of position, doesn't know what he's doing. Look at that.
He's never played this position before in his life. Away goes to Sidaris away to the other side. Open it up, boys. Here we go. We've got speed to burn on the outside now. Terry Hill, of course, cannot do anything with the ball because he's a clown. There's an absolute clown and an idiot. He's coached by the Bozo Fulton. I rest my case. Back he comes in the inside. He's taken it up over the, let's see, over about the 30-metre line. Oh, no, over the 20-metre line. And he gets up and plays the ball back now. The Blues have a chance here to stack on some early points. Mackay with the ball. Away comes to Fittler. Fittler doing nothing there. Another forward pass.
Mackay's lost the ball.
Turnover. I think it might have been a knock forward, Roy.
Was it a knock forward? Anyway,
Well,
it's a maroon ball.
It's a Maroon ball.
Maroon ball to turn.
Play on. Play on.
Come on, play the ball.
Up they get, I think that might be Smithy there and have one of those blood nuts run from the outside. Oh, that's a good hit on that boy.
Yes,
they
he
rocked
might
him
not
right
get
out
up.
completely. Oh, I hope he gets up. Yeah, good.
Oh, he's
Play
got
on to the, let's see, who's that? No,
Anthony Sears.
Oh, no, Davis.
Robbie
That's
Davis.
Davis.
The Newcastle.
Yes, the Newcastle connection gets over Davis. He plays the ball back. Away he goes to the Maroon side there, and up it comes to Allen, the boxer. Boxing Allen. Oh,
He's not involved.
Oh, he's involved in everything. He's in the bath tonight. Away goes now on the farther side. That would be Smith's.
Looks like Allen again.
Oh, Alan Llewellyn.
Alan Llewellyn. I haven't seen that before, State of Origin.
Now, 50 is Trim with the ball. Back it comes to, let's see, that Lamb. The Kumuka boy.
Now, what's Hopper going to do here?
He comes
He picked the ball up.
He's on
Train
his
tracks.
stations. No, he's not. He's knocked over at the first. And up he gets it. He sort of struggles to the hair teaser, the hair puller. Back it comes to tea time. Wishart, you can set the jug now. He won't pass it. Oh, it's not tea time. It's straight to me, Brasher.
He doesn't pass it either.
No, he doesn't pass it either. He's a hopeless. Away comes. Oh, it's a
Oh, off the feet. Was it a knock off?
Oh, I don't know about that. I thought there was a hand in there somewhere.
No, it's okay.
Play on.
Is he going to pull it
No,
back?
no.
He's coming out.
Oh, he don't know what he's doing.
Smith, he called that for being an idiot.
It's the penalty and salt and
Where's
vinegar.
your name, Smith? Yes, well, you're an idiot. Penalty to the Blues. I like that sort of referee. I like
Salt and
it.
vinegar. Look at the face of Salt and Vinegar in our course. As we see here now, oh, high tackle.
Oh, he just tried to take his head off.
Oh, that's all right. That's nothing like Spuddy Carroll on David Ferner. That's a love tap. And away it comes down. Oh, look, he's Salt and Vinegar's shocked.
Yes, he is
He's
shocked.
tight-lipped to national face. His eyes closed. And he's given a penalty to the
Another
Blues.
penalty to
Oh,
the
it's all over.
All
now.
over. Yep.
Blues.
Sure.
Look how much sweat Eddie Ward's worked up.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold here, Roy. I don't know what you
I
feel
know.
like. I mean, I don't feel like sweating at all.
No, that's very. I think the Blues should score from this set of 6HG. They'll take it up in the forwards for 1 or 2 and then spread it wide.
Here they go, and they're running it up now with Harrigan, who is knocked back by the door. He almost got away with that, but they went too high.
They almost hurt themselves.
It's funny. Oh, no, almost a forward pass there. Back it goes to Brady Mackay. Mackay champions his one.
Okay, out to the right, out to the max. Hopper get ready.
Hobby, stop at all stations.
No, coming this side.
Oh, here he comes. It's back to Brady. Fittler about to cut loose, but he's held up beautifully there by the Maroons. There's about 6 out from the line.
Play the line.
He comes over our way towards the card table. Back to McGregor. McGregor goes the other way. Here's on to Fittler. Fittler out wide. Bit of panicking again. Blues. They don't know what to do.
Oh, who was that?
I wouldn't rule that a knock on.
I'd rule that to stupidity.
Well, I'd give the Queenslanders the ball because of stupid play by the Blues. Here comes now Maroons with the ball. They're knocked over. They don't gain much there. Beautiful work there. They don't know what to do when they're close to the line.
No,
Roy.
they don't.
Disappoint me. This is
They don't know attacking skills.
No
attacking skills.
Again.
They had Hopper there. Train tracks all set up, ready to go.
With the conductor blowing
Yeah,
whistle,
like,
flagging, yeah.
all aboard, everyone was there.
The wigwams were working at the level crossing, going ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hobawati coming through, but I couldn't actually kept the engines on.
Hello, Kevin Allen's going to call out for being stupid.
He's in the blood bin, I think.
I think he might be in the
Well, this might be the turning point of the game. I might say that was a masterstroke getting the Jethro into the blood bin.
It's sort of Crimea War. You both spare your lives, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's one of the great features of the game lost now from the Crimea War with the betting introduced.
No, it's VE Day.
Hey?
VE Day.
VE Day, look, yeah. And here comes...
He's got the electrical tape on.
He's taped up.
I like Bond, Trevor.
Very good. He's honest.
He's honest.
He'll give 100%. No, bugger it. It'll give 110%. No, bugger it. He'll give 120%. No,
I would like Gavin Allen's mum to have run out there, Benny Elias' mum style.
and
been
touch
with
the
him.
boy. Just give him a fiddle.
And got a bit of a blood on her face.
That'd be great
Like
on
Benny's
the
mum did.
handkerchief. And now what's happened here? Oh, he
bent down to have a look at his cruets.
and
other thing to do.
Maroons
Ward's
for the
getting
ball.
better and better.
He's getting involved. Eddie Ward, he's trying to get the Australian-New Zealand job. Back goes Cracker Hone. Cracker Hone almost lost the ball. It was low to him in a hospital
injected
pass.
himself.
He was injecting. He's timing him. And back it comes to more. Away it goes now to the Axe. The Axe has been quiet so far, except for the string. And when he was rowdy, he was loud, he was rowdy. We could hear him from where we were above the crowd saying, go in, one in, all in, go in hard early. Land with the ball now. It's called beautifully taken by Flo Joe. Flojo up. And he gets the back coin, $2 coin with the ball. And away comes now. Beautiful skills. All the skills there. Could this be a maroon try?
Oh, knock on. Double knock on. Double knock on. No, it's not a try. It's not a try. No, it's not a try. It was knocked on both ways. And this is just played a Dan's rule.
Oh, no, he's played it.
He's made the try. It wasn't a try, but full marks.
Queensland 4 in a triumph for Matty Ward, referee Roy. Let's have a look at this in replay again. What a tremendous try that was.
Yes, now have a look here. The kick through comes from Jason Smith, makes the kick through. The ball is knocked on there by Brasher, but it's knocked on here as well by Smith in attempting to get the ball. So then it was picked up by $2 Coit. And the try awarded, but I thought it was knocked on both ways. So a pretty soft try, but full marks to Smith. And hasn't his going from Super League to the ARL turned around the State of Origin match?
The comment is that Brasher knocked it back.
No, he didn't. No, he did not. No. Have a look at it again. But Smith himself knocks it forward.
Yeah, well, I could be persuaded that Brasher didn't touch the ball. But still, you know, that's what makes the State of Origin interesting.
Dud decisions. But full marks, because they deserve the try, because it was totally against the run of play.
Like the stink.
Yeah.
Now, Mark Coyne, a tremendous try there, and didn't he get a beauty in State of Origin 1 last year? Oh, tremendous try. And now the Blues have to regroup over the try line.
They are regrouping. We can see them there. It looks like the Johns kid, the Fop's doing the talking.
Well, the Fop bent the wrist and pulled on the wig, and he's painted on a beauty spot. And said, follow me into battle, chum. And I'm sure they get it right. Here's Bartram with a terrific kick. He could float it over from here. He's got a terrific record too in these matches. One from 3. Oh, he almost missed that one, but he managed to get it. So the score, 13 minutes in, the State of Origin. Number 2 for 1995 is Maroon 6, New South Wales 0.
It's raw, it's rude, it's rugby league. It's the next generation. You are on your way to the future on Triple J.
Yes, welcome back to the MCG. The score 6-0 all over for the Blues, Roy.
You'd have to say it's almost all over. They had the opportunity to score earlier on. They blew that just through handling errors, poor passing and bad decisions and wrong options taken. The Maroons very much Johnny on the spot in that end. So Coit was very much Johnny on the spot. And that's, it's those little chances that you've got, only 1 or 2 chances might come your way in a whole match. You've got to take them.
Well, I tell you what, in this second match, New South Wales have been glummed once they get it inside their own 25.
Yes.
Whereas at least Queensland, look, they might get a long-range try with Hopewadi driving the engine down there. But, generally speaking,
they can't score, and they're being stupid. And the other thing is the Blues under Gould sulk when they're behind.
They do, don't they?
They're sulking, pouting sulkers. Look at that. Look at them. Look at Mackay. Look at the sulker.
The lip goes, sticks out, and the tears, and the blood comes, and stuff. And I think we could be seeing the baton changing from dominance in New South Wales on Gould. Thanks very much. Gould time is up to Queensland and heads to the Kumul, which is obviously the way it'll go. Further north. And so we see
another attacking raid.
Well, another attacking raid. It's easy to see why Super League's so popular, isn't it, Roy, when you see all these players out there going around in this very ordinary match. But hats off to the Maroons. They're ahead, 6-0. And away comes now the Maroons on Lamb. Lamb goes out wide looking for another try. Bit of a bump there. They've got to grab the players. It's all
charges. I don't like them.
It's all very well held to play to go in and bump off a player like, Billy Moore or Gowan Allen or home and then bump off. But he's doing nothing because he goes knock off
the chest. And tackled without the ball.
Well, wasn't that a shepherd?
Yes.
Surely that was a shepherd there, if anything.
I think he played advantage rule because the kid was tackled without the ball.
And away come the Blues now. They've got a chance to go forward. And here they come now. They've got a bit of a run on Fittler. Gets the cutout pass. Tea-time Lewis. Tea-time Wishart. And Wishart had a chance to pass.
He's kicking around like Hancock style.
Oh, I love to see that. Big rooting the turf. Finding a bit of a hole, a sprig hole, and just going in the middle of a match. Oh, they took him.
That was high.
They took him very high.
That was very high. No, I think he's got a broken collarbone. Now, I know that's a hasty...
Get the referee involved. Oh, yes, indeed. Indeed, that's right. Oh, it's all laughter out there, isn't it?
Barnhill's laughing at Billy Moore.
Oh, it's all very funny. All very funny. But that was a head high on Harrigan, and I think he milked the penalty. I think he pulled the penalty.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
What's this?
Quick assessment of mine, the collarbone had been broken, but maybe that's not the case.
Well, I mean,
he goes down
he's in trouble there.
I think he's in trouble, actually. I think...
he might have popped an AC joint, Roy.
Either popped an AC or...
That's exactly the follow-up to the first try the Maroons wanted.
Yes.
Was to get Harrigan off the paddock.
Yeah, let's see what's happening. Harrigan looks all right.
It's a penalty to the Blues.
He's popped it back in himself. I always like to see that.
And the penalty puller was unable to pull the penalty in that situation.
It went the wrong way. That's high shot Hearn.
I shot Hearn. Oh, I read it. I shot Hearn. I read it as the penalty puller in action there. Gee, it's confusing from this angle. We've got
The penalty puller in the last match. He's high shot.
I shot Hearn. Wake up now, the Blues. Blues, come on, Blues, do something. You haven't done anything in this position all year. I mean, that's the thing about it is you start to look back over 95.
Hawaiian! Oh, no, they bring it back this way again. Let's see this
Now
one.
they've got no way to go. They just run into trouble, and Pay tries to get off the brash, and Brash to tackle from, without the ball.
I'm on.
Away comes out of Sadara. Sadara, who's standing a dummy half, doesn't want the ball. Funny position. Well, get out of there.
Lorimer, what's he doing there?
Way to go. Way it comes now. It's going up wide.
The Johns for the Bob Kitty.
Oh, boy, they go. They've got a chance now to get something on. They get it away. Out wide. It goes. Hopawadi was on the Dandenong line instead of being on the Sandringham line.
Wrong guy.
He'd been on the Sandringham line, he would have gone straight in. But the Dandenong line's no bloody good.
Look at this, it was just
What
awful
a comedy
skills.
of errors. No one, it's the fop out there.
Awful skills. Look at
Look
this
at
awful
this.
passes
And,
there, either just
appalling.
behind you or just in front of you,
Oh,
or
look at
over
that.
your head.
And the Hopawadi can't turn around. He's got to go back through Beard Brighton.
He's got to be shunted back.
Pick up the crumb. Well, here comes now Maroon. Away it goes now. I think that might be... who's that? That's that big boy, Dallas.
That's
No, Moore. Danny Moore.
More. He was hurt in the last match.
Yeah, that's right. I remember him. He had to
Oh,
be
he's
carried on.
screaming. He's this little land. Screaming.
That's what the Melbourne crowd like. Should be more of it. Here's Billy Moore, the laughing cavalier of the side, tackling Barnhill.
Yes, Barnhill laughing at him.
Barnhill, all two laughs out there. It's fantastic fun. Here's Cracker Hone, gives 110%. He's knocked over. And remember, of course, the big boy, Gavin Allen's in the bin, in the blood bin. He'll be able to come back fresh as a daisy soon and knock over this terrible Maroon attack. As it's now we see 20 minutes played. And I think the Maroons have got it, Roy. I just don't see where.
I don't see any spark in the Blues.
No, there's nothing there. I mean, there's just nothing. There's no petrol in the tank. I think they look
tired.
Fatigued. They're
Tired.
the Union side. Comes Brasher decides to take on the smallest customer on the paddock. Gets around one. Oh, don't pass it to Wishart. Wishart will never bloody do it.
Oh, you might score here.
He's not going to pass it. That's what he's not going to do. How does he get through 50 metres of MCG turf and not
roll now. The Blues are on a roll. And Hopawadi. Come on,
Hopawadi. Back and go.
Oh, no.
Oh, here's the Maroons. Here's the Maroons. Another try on the bar. Lamb bottle up there by Pulley's hair. Pulley's hair, Hilly. Go in with the hair. Like it comes to Danny Moore. Danny Moore back on the inside now to the Axe. The Axe gets it away to Billy Moore. Laughing Billy Moore.
Tackle again.
I think they might pull that up.
I don't think so.
Yes,
Yes,
he's paid
they
it.
are.
He's
That was a
paid
high
it.
shot.
He's paid that a penalty, and the penalty puller wasn't involved, but it was held to pay.
Now they'll have to make a choice here whether to go for the 6 points or whether to go for 2 or whether Pay should get sent off or whether Terry should pull some hair. I'm not sure. Let's have a look here. It was a high shot. It did come from Pay.
Held to pay. I'd send him off just to show people
Spice
of
it up a
Melbourne.
bit.
I know, to
How
show people.
serious they are.
I
That's the
know,
rules.
and to show people the full complexity of the game. If you do dumb things, you get sent off.
Get sent off, yeah.
Held
Will
to
they go
pay.
for the 2 points or will they go for the 6? I'd go for the 6, but it looks like they're going to go
No,
for the 2.
Bartram's going to have a go, isn't he? Yeah, no, it's calling for the sand.
Yeah, he wants his hand.
Here he comes. He's having a drink.
That's right. Very big sandball.
Speak of sandboy in the Southern Hemisphere. As we see the Chief in action now. This could be 8-0 at a crucial time of Bartram.
Let's have a bar.
Bartram. That's right. That's what you need to do. You're a bit grubby. Here it comes now. Oh, yes.
Have a spit.
Yeah, that's right. That's use that. Let's have a look. The fop. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, wash his makeup off.
Now, Wishart, it's a good run from Wishart.
Yeah, but why doesn't he pass? Look, okay,
Well,
look,
there
I'll
was no
tell
one there
you.
to pass it to, I don't think.
Well,
There was
hang
no
on a
one
minute.
running back the other way. There was no one there to pass it to.
How about that guy on the far side there, that Hopawadi on the train tracks?
He didn't see him, Whitey.
Well, he didn't look.
He didn't look.
Look, tea time, Wishart. As soon as he gets the ball, that's the time to go and get the cup of tea on.
Sure.
I mean, it's as simple as that. That's rule number 1 of rugby league, surely. Here we go.
Pressure on the bar. I don't like
But-
this. Martin doesn't look comfortable, mine. He doesn't look comfortable. He's got that water all over. He's got wet hair. The water's run down his back and it's turning cold in the bruise.
Yeah.
You know,
driven onto
it
the
wasn't a
flip.
good idea. And you think, I wish I hadn't put that water all over me like that.
Yeah. Well, I think he's being
And
feels
now
a
the
bit silly.
ball's not right.
Feels a bit silly. Because Melbourne people love these great stoppages in play. Can't
I
understand.
love seeing a ball kick from, say, 40 metres out on the ground.
Oh, he has a bit of a
Someone
breather.
making it look so hard.
Yeah, that's right. He's making it look as hard. Here it comes. He gets it up and
He's
away.
got
He's
it.
got it. Oh, it's a
He's
tremendous
got
kick. Yeah, so the Blues go to 8-0 in Stone Origin, number 2.
Asteroids ahead, sir!
Never mind, Commander Worf. It's only the league on Triple J.
Yes, what can Gould do? He's got a bench that's made up of Brett Rodwell, Steve Menzies, David Feely and Adam Muir.
Might have put them all on.
At the same time and not take any of the other players off. I think that'd be fair, as Larson gets the ball.
Oh, a bit of a face massage there from the Chief.
Well, you know, this is one of the attractive features of rugby league that people take a while to get used to, but here they go, they're starting
backwards.
What I reckon is wrong, you know, with the Blues is, unlike Queensland, is they should be a bit more conventional.
Oh, that was a nice shot on Gilly.
They just should be a bit more conventional in the way they play them. Yeah, I slipped into it. Yeah, you can bite them if they slip into it. If they slip into the teeth, you can do a nip. Yeah. And away they come now, the Maroons with the ball, about 30 out of there from the line. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's a feature of the
Is that all
ARL.
come up with? Pull their jumpers.
I think that's a feature of the ARL. Wonder why they kicked there early in the tackle count. Maybe they're
Just
off
to
to
get
fight.
out of their own territory.
Here it comes. Oh, the train's leaving but going nowhere. And up it gets now the Ted Puller in a dummy half. I don't think he likes that position. On it comes now to, who's this? Flojo. Flojo over halfway, about 3 tackles to go. Back to the train man. Back it comes to Barnhill. Barnhill runs up. Oh, he takes the tackle, doesn't go anywhere, particularly puts his knee into somebody. Hope that slowed the Maroon up. Up to get Barnhill. Away he comes now. The Blues look hopeless from about here on, don't they?
Yes, they do. They're very confident in their own half running the ball out. When they get towards the 20-metre line, they dry up.
Here's Menzies coming on now as we go. See the ball going away now. Looks like McGregor jinking going everywhere. Can't get the ball away. Oh, he throws the ball away straight to Maroon.
Yes. Well done. Well done. He was going to replace Nominee in the Australian side.
Is that right? That boy's going to replace Well, you know, plenty of things have happened, and I can hear a lot of pigs revving up in the airport at the moment at Tullamarine. And away they come now. It looks like Queensland have got a bit of a poke on here.
John is not going in hard.
That's the point there. Back it goes to the little one, Brett Dallas. Brett Dallas finds a way to go forward, and he's almost up to the halfway on the Triple J signage area. Like it comes to the Coit at dummy half, and he finds a runner there in Larson. Larson goes wide. Larson knocked over. It looks like Menzies giving him a bit of work over there, and back it comes now to the Maroons as they work it away from the car table on the Lamb, the Kummel boy. He gets it up into the top corner of the paddock here. Hopewade. Oh, he's got all the skills. Here he comes now. Oh, he's fast. He's fast, that boy. No wonder he's a natural. He's excitement personified. He just stands still and throws the ball.
Oh, and he just dropped the ball down. Not a bad play the ball.
Here they come. Here they come.
Terry!
Yeah, go on, Terry. Put one in. Come on, Terry. You've done nothing in the series so far. It's about time you lifted your game and got those fingers working into the opponent's hair, dragging them around the MCG.
I think Florimon's been the most impressive.
Oh, he's been terrific, Florimo. Gee, don't you miss a player like Clyde in these situations, though? Somebody,
Daly, or Stewart,
somebody who knows what they're doing. Yeah, well, you know, somebody can actually...
the whole team.
I tell you who they miss a lot is Glenn Lazarus.
Yes, they do.
Somebody who can just run the ball up, take a couple of tackles.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Pretty.
They're trying to do too much all the time. Fittler kicks.
Oh,
six more. Unfortunately, he's got a brash up. Come on, Hopewade, run up and help him. That's right. Blues almost knocked down the net. Excuse me, Roy, I'm having too much funny.
Yes, no, you're right.
Oh,
what's he done? Got to sleep.
Look at this.
Wake up, Hopewade!
The train leaves at 8 o'clock.
Oh, what
can't get on later on. But, you know, on the other hand, everybody has to make mistakes.
That's one of the best things I've seen since Betty alive, pointed at the ground and lost the ball.
I tell you what, it's the best thing I've ever seen is Martin Bella this time last year playing the ball.
He just dozed off. He just dozed
He's got the Fittler disease.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Sort of sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea. Oh, the Goons.
He's done too. Wake up, Gooley, you're losing.
Gooley, do something. And the Maroons look as though they've got this series now. He's flicking somebody away. Oh, the Chief. They're all panicking out there. They don't know what's going on. Oh, the Chief's playing crook. He's dropped the AC joint. He's got the hip bugger. He's got the knee out.
Jeff Carr looks good, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. He looks as though he thinks, oh, next year I might be doing it.
First shot's on you, Jeff.
He says, oh, it's so much fun, I want to do it again. Let's have the league.
He looks used to State of Origin now, doesn't he?
Menzies, he's one of the veterans now out there. He's played 1.5 matches.
I think the helmet looks good out there too.
Well,
people in Melbourne, he's the only one with the helmet. They wouldn't have seen a helmet in 12 months.
In the league match, and back it comes now. Oh, here we go. Ward tries to exert his authority on the match by telling the player where to play the ball. Forward pass for mine, but be that as may, Cracker home with the ball. He's knocked down attractively. Like 3 bloods.
On his back, so it's harder for him to get up.
Now back it goes to who's Bartram away.
Down,
it's a mind game from here on in. And who's this? Sears. Oh no, a Davis out there wide.
I think they might be starting to attack Hopowade's side. You can't blame them.
Well, easy.
Why just run at Hopewade? Kick the ball to Hopewade.
Well, you know, and as we see a player coming off, is that Allen coming off?
Not sure. Get confirmation. Oh, here we are.
He's got a couple of players there. Why isn't it? He's still struggling on. Menzies holds him back. He's a couple of metres out from the line. Brasher right.
All right, bring it out to the right, out to the right, out to the right.
Maroons don't
Number
care about
8,
this
here we
match.
go.
Here we go. Come on, Maroons
get
out
it
to
out of here. Oh, don't just stand there. Too late.
Guys, play rugby league.
Too late. No skills.
No skills, no mind.
No
boys.
quick hands.
No, but they've cut every loophole so far. They're 8 points up. It doesn't matter now. They can have a snooze for the rest of the
Oh,
week.
here we go. Here's Hobblewadi.
Have a go. It's taken by the bush. Knock on. Knock on.
Was knocked on, but he missed it. Eddie Ward's missed it. Eddie Ward's missed it.
Oh, he's going to allow it.
Coroner's got the ball.
Oh, Flo Joe.
Drive him back. Drive him back.
No, what's
Offside,
this?
was it?
Too close. Yeah, penalty. Offside. Yes.
Cook's on for her.
Oh, Cook, I love him.
I like Cook.
He's modelled himself on Wally Lewis.
Yes, he has.
As we
He's
said,
had an
Billy
accidental
Moore.
pass from...
Why? How can Larson be in that position now?
well, he was running through as the dummy runner.
Yes, I know, but shouldn't he get out of the road of the player coming through with
Well,
the
he
ball?
wasn't a no to Billy Moore was going to
Yeah,
go because
right.
the pass went on the ground. You know, the whole thing broke down. That's why it worked.
Barnhill with the ball. God, I love this.
I love
bloke.
Barnhill.
Look at his pants. He's got the trousers of league strapped on round the
He's
feet.
the only one with the bicycle shorts too.
I know. Oh, Menzies gets the ball away to Sidaris. He doesn't know what to do with it. Fittler about crashes through. Gee, Sidaris is
I don't
angry
think
at this
Fittler will
level.
ever cut loose again in his life.
I don't think so either. Sidaris, gee, the passes are very, very unconfident. And away goes, who's this held play with the ball?
Oh, yeah, and he lost the ball too there on the
Oh, here he
ground.
goes, gets it up. Here's Sidaris with the ball doing what he should be doing. Look, they've got it back.
Out to
line.
Hobblewadi.
Come on, Hobblewadi. He decides to go. He almost gets through himself. Flojo tackled with the ball. Had a look at a couple of options.
Jerry
decided
Hill,
to
is he
follow.
going to run?
Come on, Teaser. Teaser Hill gets it up to Harrigan. Harrigan gets knocked over by about 35 Maroons. He stands on his feet. God, they can't put him down.
Can't put him down.
He's had a dose of Bradley Clyde.
Oh, the Penguin.
Penguin. Sorry,
Graham
Bradley. Graham Bradley. God.
Oh, here's the planned move.
Oh.
Gee, that worked. It's all coming together for the Blues, isn't it? A fop, lovely kick from the fop. Went nowhere. No ideas, no plans, no one's thinking. Not a brain cell moving.
And you know what worries me is, you know...
Look at this again. This is a deft kick here required. And what did he do?
Just roosted it anywhere in the direction.
As hard as he
But
bloody
listen,
well
in
could.
that whole chain of play is when as soon as you see the Sidaris touch the ball, he sort of won't pass it. He gives it to the other player.
He's a very mean-spirited player.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got Bartram with his head out. Isn't that,
I often think
isn't
it's
that
better in
tricky?
the scrum not to have your head in there.
Look,
It doesn't matter whether you got your head in there or not. The ball never goes towards you. It's
No.
that.
goes in the
Almost
second
run
row.
against the feet, incidentally.
Well, this would be a sight, but that'd be a turn up for the books. Anyway, I mean,
Gee, they read that play. Pull his head off. Pull his head off.
and here's Gavin Allen on the bench as away goes to Billy Moore. Billy Moore
Oh,
finds a
good
runner.
pass,
Here's-
Billy.
Oh,
Might have gone forward, so we might have to have another scrum here. And so Billy Moore might have been hurt in that.
it's Cookie's down.
It's Cookie, is
He's
it?
winded. I would say Cookie's winded.
Oh,
He'll be
right.
all
Because
right.
when you do something stupid, often you do bang on a bit of an injury.
Well, you do, and I think
Cook
Barnhill's been
might have
pulled
been in
out.
the wrong position. Oh, Barnhill, he's always in for a chat.
Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Moore
Let's
gets
see.
the ball.
Moore gets the ball. Cook missed it.
He tackled him without the ball.
And he tackled him without the ball.
Yes, and who's that tidying up that player? That
So we're
mystery
going to
player?
see a penalty here to Queensland,
You know,
I'd say.
what worries me is I haven't got a clue what good he could say to the boys, the New South Wales boys.
If I was
in the
Goody,
league.
I'd say nothing.
Just go in
I'd
there.
just sulk.
You do it.
Not even go in.
Shut us down.
Yeah.
Just sit out on the trial line. Wait for
Yeah,
them to come
just
out.
sit there and wait.
Yeah. Let them sort them out. You got yourself into this mess. You get
You
out.
get it out. Yeah. You're mature.
You
Professional
footballers.
footballers.
You've Alan on far home.
Alan's back on.
Now we see the ball here, and we see one player bumped out of it. Now, is that
Cook doesn't look good, does he?
no? Cook doesn't look good.
Here we go.
And we're underway again with Larson playing the ball.
And diving.
Yeah, it's
As he was going to score a try on the 50-metre mark.
That's right, away they come now. Here's Allen with the ball, and remember he's fresh. He's just had an hour and a half in the bin. He gets up and plays the ball back to Bartram. Bartram gets the ball away.
Larson's hungry for
And
work.
it's on again.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
yes.
Oh, you beauty. Oh, who's done this?
I see
Harrigan.
Harrigan
And Allen.
And Allen.
Oh, you beauty. That's the one we wanted.
Yes. Why can't we see more of this?
Harrigan and Allen.
Oh, and they're still locked in a lover's embrace. Oh, boy, save it for afterwards. Wait till you can get up to the Twins in the top of Lydigan Street there and get a sort of lucky.
Come on, Channel 9. The kids are still up. Show us that again.
That was excitement. That was really good. Came from nothing again.
Came from nothing. Come on, show us 9. Kiddies are still up. They'll have to go to bed soon. Show us quickly.
Quickly. Oh, and
10 minutes for Allen.
Oh, yes.
He just came back.
Oh, yes. And
His hands opened up again.
well, at least Harrigan's done the right thing there.
He obviously went for the soft spot.
10 in the bin for Harrigan.
Oh, he's been asking for it all night.
Yes,
No
yes.
excuse. Go on, Harrigan, get off.
Oh, yes, that's I turn around and say, is it me? Yes, it's
Yes,
you,
it's you.
Harrigan. It's you, Harrigan.
I'd like to see him in the cage. In the cage. As we did all those years ago.
Oh, you mean Mario
With
Milano?
Dishhead and...
Oh, yes, Tamati.
Tamati.
Yes, Kevin Tamati, the coach of the New Zealand side.
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to see a bit more of that, taking it on.
Took me back to the dish.
Now away it comes now. Now this is a chance for the Blues to do something. Away it comes now. And
With fewer players on the field, they should be more effective attacking machine.
here it comes now. It's the teaser.
Oh,
And
they've got
gets on
another
to
penalty. Oh, Sedaris.
Oh, Sedaris.
Another penalty.
Oh, he
He's
got
taking
another
a quick
penalty.
tap.
And away it comes now to Fittler searching. Fittler about to cut loose. And look at, there's no poke. There's no go forward in this Blues side. They just stand around waiting for the ball to come to them and fall over in the arms of Maroon.
I don't need an attacking zone here. No,
Here's
he'll attack.
Flojo, go for the line, pal. You're the only one there who can do something. And the Blues have got a bit...
Why you down there, Sonny?
Away it comes now to Sedaris. Oh, there's a bit of a crumple on there, and it's out wide to one of the wingers. Here they go. They've set somebody away. Hell to pay. He can't find somebody.
Where's Hopewadi? Where's Hill? Stop pointing, just play football.
And away goes. He's taking a quick tap. He's going for it.
He had a marker. He should be penalised.
Well, what is going on here? It's a new version of the game. I don't understand anything more about it. But it comes. They're obviously coming away from the Hopewadi side. They've lost about 30 metres here. They're looking for a way to go forward. And they're knocked over. Oh, what a brilliant play. Oh, it's easy to see why Newcastle are on top of the competition. With a play like that, away goes now. Where's Hopewadi on to Menzies? They're going. This must be the fifth tackle now.
And they've gone backwards. They've gone backwards.
Dreadful.
Now what's going to happen?
Here it comes. It's on to Barnhill. Barnhill decides to go forward. He took one to the high, I think.
He's the attacking machine, is he?
I'd love to see how many tackle count there's been here.
Yeah, this looks like the ninth tackle.
Yeah, ninth tackle. Oh, they've got 6 more, of course. Here they go now. Oh, they're held up beautifully. Away it comes now. They don't know who to do it. Fittler's everywhere.
Throws a dummy when he's right on the sideline.
Back to Wishart, who he has to pass the ball because he's dummy half. Come on, Blues, do something with it.
Come on, someone drop the ball or something.
Yes, get out of here. Away it goes now. They ran the ball. Here comes Terry Hill through, but he's spotted up. Oh, needed the head. Beautiful work.
Oh, why not? He's asking for it.
Calling for it now. Here it comes. Up in the air.
The goes backwards.
It went
what
backwards.
A brilliant thing.
Oh, no one would have thought of that. It's not backward. It's tapped out wide.
Knocked on.
Here comes Wishart.
Well done, Wishart. What a brilliant bit of attack. I think Gould must have planned all that. The whole set of 15 had Gould written all over it, didn't it?
I mean,
he's just too smart for league.
I know. He should be playing the AFL. That would have worked. That would produce the goal. But in the rugby league on the MCG, it's totally different. Oh, he's putting his head
no helmet.
Oh, now we'll have trouble telling Menzies from this other guy's coming up.
Now, the Maroons will do well to slow the play down here. They're well in front. just take it up nice and easy, just like that.
Oh, terrific pass there. He was hard 10 feet off the ground. And Singh's
running on his knees.
Oh, now to knock back his hop.
And headbutted back. Hopewadi!
The train's pulling out of the station and not going anywhere. They comes to Flojo. Flojo goes on the blind. He's away. He's looking for Hopewadi, but he can't find him outside the runners. Bring it this way, boys. Bring it towards the card table, please. That's it. A long way towards the card table. Run the boys. They're a bit out of position. They're short on our side. Through you go. That's right. Where's the support play? It's not there. They've got about 3 tackles to go. It's been all Blues all night, and they've got no points on the board. And the only tries have come from Maroon land. Up they go, and there's no support.
Lost the ball.
Attacking here. Oh, yes, indeed. Now they've got to slow it up here and hold this player down.
And roost the ball down the other end.
Oh, yes, indeed. Here comes Billy Morey.
Oh, he backed him. Went into him with his back and his bum.
St. Craig Young style.
Yes.
Bum on. Bum on. Hit the advantage on bum on. The Melbourne people would have loved that.
That's the first time they've ever seen it.
I didn't think you could do it. We've talked about it.
They say there's no room for bum on in the modern game. I say, look at that.
Rodwell's on, the other Steeler in the Blues lineup who's coming out. Maybe for Hopewadi.
Yes, could be.
Oh, I hope they don't take the train off. He's the one who's electrified.
He's the excitement machine.
He is the excitement machine. Back they go now to the fifth tackle. Oh,
no one there to pick the ball up.
No,
come on, kick it.
There's salt and vinegar.
And who's there, Brasher? Oh, well taken, Brasher.
Now here they come. They all start running all the way back. No, it's not Brasher. It's Rodwell.
It's not Brasher. It's Rodwell. Brad Rodwell, the fullback.
Indeed.
Well, there's an idea.
It's an idea. I'm not sure what sort of an idea it is, but it's an idea.
Too bright please to have him there.
That's right. And here he goes now. He takes it beautifully. Full stretch. Away comes now with Flojo.
Oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, it's gone backwards. Oh, the football. Oh, he's knocked on as well. Advantage rules. Scrum down. First knock on, I think, was with Florimo, in which case...
there's trouble here.
Hello, Smith's taken one in the mouth, has he, to the chops.
But he was all by himself. He punched himself in the jaw.
Hearn style.
Yeah. Let's have a look at it.
Let's see, the ball was knocked out of Florimo's hands, I think. By Smith, yeah. He punched the ball out of his hands. And so probably the feed should go to the Blues. And they've obviously won the scrum.
Away goes to Hill now. Hill's got a bit of space to work him now. And he goes over the...
Put him in the touch.
And of course, there was a Tim Brasher waiting on the outside there for the pass, and teaser. Smith couldn't get anywhere near it. Away they come, at least they're starting to play a bit better with a bit more poke. Here's McGregor. McGregor gets always caught in those positions, doesn't he?
He always cuts inside when he needn't have to.
No, I know, when he's got Pierce space on the outside. Away it goes now. Here's the Blues player taking it out, not flat cold. Eddie Moore does it.
But he played for that. He ran into the player's back. I would have played on, but anyway.
What do we got now?
It was Pay, I think. Pay did the chip over the top and ran into the back.
Now, what we need here is a try to the Maroons to make this interesting. Or I consider people screaming.
They'd probably go for the 2 points with the try-scoring machine. Wishart there. So he just ran into the player.
Yeah, true. Made no attempt to get it.
You know, yeah. I mean,
well,
I don't think that's a penalty. Tony Hernstyle, he pulled the penalty.
He pulled the penalty beautifully. And now the work is all to be done in the second half. But the Blues look to me as though without the problem of getting points on the board.
There's Hopewadi. He looks good, doesn't he?
He looks as though he's had
a terrific night.
Yeah. Well, I hope they get another chance. They're leaving. Where were they going?
Well,
where were they going?
Gouldy's probably said, bugger off.
What happened there?
Bugger off. They're leaving the ground. They're hopping on the bus.
I better take my glasses off to cool the rest of this half.
That's a very big sand bucket to get in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Much bigger than your regulation sand bucket.
Don't these kids look as though they know what they're doing with the sand bucket, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, not Wishart. Oh.
Yes, Wishart.
Haven't we got anybody on our side?
Well, Melbourne people haven't seen Wishart.
No,
I don't
true.
think the Wishart style, around the corner style.
Oh, here he goes.
Here he goes. Little hippie shake. Bit of a fiddle, and then off you shoot.
Here he comes.
Bit of a backwards fiddle. Whoa.
Here he comes.
Looks good.
He's got it. And so the score's in Origin 2. And as we come to half-time, New South Wales 2, Queensland 8.
You're on the flight deck of the next generation on Triple J.
Yes, and so it is half-time here.
Not quite. There should be enough time to kick off. There'll be one or two tackles left to go.
There'll be enough time for a blue try, probably.
No, enough time for 2 or 3 tries.
Yeah, for the way they play the game.
They had real professionals out there.
Indeed, they had a few players instead of this bunch of clowns posing. I mean, that's what the great thing about this match is, though, is you've got a lot of people who haven't played the game very long, playing it at the highest level on the train. I rest my case. As we get the play on the way after that, let's see, O'Davis there with the kick-off now. Here's a bit of a mucks-up at the back there. Here's Brett Wadwell, fresh, lively, the future of league, playing forward. On to Sidaris. Sidaris spoons it out to somebody going by in the form of, is that Hell to Pay, I think. Hell to, with about 80 seconds left on the clock, if there's such a possible time measure. Yeah, a minute 20, and back it comes to Barnhill. If the Blues could get a try now, that'd square the
That would
points.
would square the points, yes.
In the match, and here's McGregor. He
doing
always
nothing.
goes inside. I mean, they must be able to understand that by now. He's never going to make a
Well,
charge.
he's a very stupid bloke.
And he's got a bit of switch movement there. It goes out to Fittler on to Menzies. Menzies looking for somebody wide. He's tackled over. Can he get up and play the ball? I think he can. There might be just enough time for this. They get 100 people at dummy half. Away it comes now. Come to the card table side. Here they go. They've got a bit of a try. They kick it through. Beautifully weighted kick. But that'll be half time. That'll be half time, I think.
Oh, and one to go along with from the
There it
Pop.
is.
The Pop went in late with the elbow.
Yes, with the snuff box and the walking cane with the silver top.
Well, I think the Blues should feel very, very happy that they're not more than that many points behind. They're only a converted try behind. And I think they've delivered to the people of Melbourne wonderful defensive skills, not so good attacking skills, but they've shown the people of Melbourne what a very, very ordinary couple of rugby league sides can do. Be very stupid.
Oh, look, as we see the players come off, there's not a lot to talk about in the first half except the brilliance of the game and the excitement and the atmosphere here, all generated.
Yeah.
In about the first 4 minutes, there was a stint that lasted at least until 10 minutes.
Yes, that's right.
6 minutes of the first half was lost due to what we call stink time, as the players come in for the halftime orange. Then we saw a bit of rugby league and against the run of play and a bit of a mix-up. 14 minutes in, we saw Coyne go over, and that try was converted. Coyne for the Maroons, and that try was converted by Bartrim. Then a fair while later, after a bit more toing and froing, and the Blues having a lot of possession and doing bugger all with it, we saw a penalty given against the run-up play once again, and that was converted by Bartrim, and so the score was 8-0. Then in the dying moments of State of Origin number 2, first half, we saw a magnificent charge forward by the Blues, which resulted in Roddy Wishart kicking a penalty a couple of minutes out from half-time. And so with the score at 8-2, we take a short break from the MCG and come back with the second half of Origin 2 in a few moments' time on Triple J.
It's a smack in the face with a dead pilchard, but that's the league in 1995 on Triple J.
voluntary euthanasia was recently legalised in the Northern Territory. But with some states still debating the issue, Triple J is asking, should someone in your family be denied a dying wish because of where they live? Call 0055 29989 and tell us if the rest of the country should follow the top-end government's lead. That's 0055 29989, and for just 35 cents a minute, say whether the terminally ill should be able to make the same choice, no matter where they live.
Rip off those mohair mittens and scale away the flagrant pain of disco dermatitis with Itchy and Scratchy on Live at the Wireless. Yes, they're better than ointment. Itchy and Scratchy live at the Wireless this Monday night at 8:30 on Triple J.
Let's get unconscious, honey.
at the MCG. Who is the forgotten man of Origin football? Is it Laurie Daly? No, sir. Is it Alf Langer? No way. Is it Adrian Bowles? Yes, sirree Bob. That's right. You get all the big names and all the big plays when you hear the league live on Triple J.
Yes, well, a fantastic atmosphere here as we hear the magnificent theme of that World War II classic, We Will Rock You, going in the background. And remember, that's the song that got our diggers over the Kokoda Trail, kept their hearts strong in the battles of Lae and Guadalcanal and further north until, of course, that fateful day on November the 6th. August the 6th when the bomb was dropped and ended World War II VJ Day. We'll be celebrating it all again in a couple of months' time. Roy, you've been out and about scouting information. Obviously, Ian Smith is here, delighted with the standard of play. He's loving every minute of it. He's a mad Queensland buff as we see the sides line up now. I did see Alan Stockdale here, who's terrifically excited by it.
Denver Beanlands. Yes.
Denver's down from obviously a mad Maroons supporter. He's here. There's Close, what would you call it, the Maroons Brains Trust of Close and
Choppy Close.
Choppy Close and Peehee.
Yes.
And now Eddie Ward gets half two of Origin 2 underway, and as we see the Maroons gather the ball and we see this magnificent 40 minutes of football about to unfold. It could be the curtains, it could be mothballs for the Blues in Origin Series 1995. Wouldn't surprise me if Maroons win this to see Ken Arthurson call the third match off.
Yes. Yes,
and,
yes. I don't think the Maroons will win this. I don't think that's the way...
the script at Phillip Street is written.
No.
So Larson carries the ball forward, and now we see Bartrim getting on the ball. Cracker. Oh, there's a terrific mistake. Oh, it's on again. It's on again. Oh, no, it's not. It's just normal play these days.
Just whenever you're attacking, something stupid happens.
Away it goes now. Now the Blues have got a chance to put some points on the board early in the second half. As Pay comes up there about 30 metres out from the line, right in the middle. Here's Sedaris, overwhelmed by the occasion. Dollies the pass away. On to Fittler. Fittler gets it back to Sedaris. Sedaris runs towards the card table. Barnhill out wide. On to who's that? Is that Fittler again with... Oh, no, it's Johns. I get him so confused. The flop falls over with the guard.
There's no cohesion between Johns, Sedaris and Fittler.
That's right. That's what I heard. That's what I spoke to Peter Sterling about at half-time. Could he see a way of getting them together? And he suggested Araldiding them together.
Yes.
So the ball just gets passed along from one to the other and gives more space to the other. Sedaris again with the ball out to Fittler. Fittler looking for runners. He gets it out, holds it up too long. Menzies is through. He gets the ball away to McGregor. McGregor surges forward, but about 8 minutes shy with a score at 8-2. Queensland in front.
Kick it up.
Come on, boys. Show me you can do something inside the 25. You showed nothing so far. Joe gets the ball, but he's bottled up beautifully by Johns there. It's a play a metre out. Up they get that Salt and Vinegar with the ball. He's bottled up by Johns. There's tackle two. Now we want to see some blue defence up here. And away it comes now to little Dallas and Bloodnut Brett. On come the changes already.
No, the 10 minutes is up.
Okay, now we'll see some football. Harrigan fresh. Lively, and back it goes now. He's caught again. Dallas. They all surge on Dallas. They don't take on the bigger players, of course. Bit of swinging arm there. On it goes Lamb, the Kummel boy, the Kummel connection. There must be about 5 tackles already.
They've gone
they've gone nowhere. They've got to have to kick it. Up it comes now. They've allowed him to run. Larson with the ball. He's bottled up there on the 20, and thanks very much. Here's the tackle now. They've got to go to the air to find a bit of space. They send it back to Salt and Vinegar. Salt and Vinegar gets it up almost onto the halfway line, just into blue territory. Back it comes. You can put the jug on because, no, you can't.
He stood there. Benny Lifestyle. Here I am.
He comes from the same club too that Benny played for many years. And away we go with Roddywell going forward now with the ball. He could be a bit of a fine for the Blues.
There's a lot more spirit in the Blues attack. Even though still is a little bit one off. They've had all the possession bum on. Beautiful work there, bum on style from Barnhill, who's learned his football at the St George Club, which was originally home to bum on specialist to Fat Albert Young many years ago. No, I think someone was hurt in that tackle, actually.
Oh, yes, it's a Maroon down in back play. Away it comes now out wide. Then they go. Here they go. Here come the Maroons. McGregor's there. He gets the ball back to Follow. Follow now tucks the line. Away it comes back into the traffic. Away to Sedaris there. Back to McGregor. He's bloody hopeless. It's Blues pick up the ball now.
No, we call back for the knock-on.
Yes, but what exactly knock-on was it? I would have played that as, Maroon knock-on, a Maroon hand.
Knock-on, yeah.
And that was a more lively bit, but the attack just doesn't open up, does it?
No, but they were given space. They were allowed to open up there a little bit. The Maroon defence wasn't
the knock-on there.
In the first half. And this, I think, will be the scenario of this half, that the Blues might run riot.
Right, Bartram was the offender there. Here's Wishart. You can put the jug on now if you want to, because he won't pass it. Nothing will happen when Wishart gets the ball. It's either try time or nothing with Wishart. Out it comes wide. They picked out a runner. Here they go. They're starting to play their natural game as Menzies shows he's there.
Yes,
He's got it down. I think he might have got that down. He's hurt his knee. He's held on to it, but it's there. Menzies, oh no, Brady Rodwell might have done that knee.
He's done the knee, he's done the shoulder.
Oh, he's done the shoulder, he's done the hands. He's calling for the stretcher. Get me off. I've done all I can for the Blues and now I want to be carried off. All I ask for is a place to bleed and a dog to lick me wounds. And that's Brady Rodwell. That's the story of Rodwell. Number 14, he's finished. Carry him off. Unfortunately, this means that Hopawate will come back on.
I think Hopawate will come back out. Here we see a regulation move. Out it came, and Fittler got the ball away very, very nicely. Rodwell just had too much momentum and got over the line there and damaged his shoulder as he went down. It was a poor execution of
I think it's the
try
knee,
that in.
Roy. Just let's have a look at it. He might have done the shoulder as well, which would be
Well, let's
terrific.
have a close look at it here.
Here
Nice
we
ball
go.
away from Fittler, who drew
He
two.
charged. He's a good player,
There he
this
is.
boy.
He goes down.
Knee, I'd say knee. He buggered the knee
Yeah,
totally.
buggered the knee.
I'd say he won't play for at least 3 months. Just a quick diagnosis.
Yes.
He's down the end of the field.
And he's not sharing the excitement.
He doesn't want to share the pain either. As we see in replay now, with what have we got in the second half? About 8 minutes gone of the second half. So that'll be about the 48th minute.
Yes.
We see a conventional Billy Gould.
Fittler pulled two players there towards him and opened up the gap there.
And away he goes straight through the middle. The cover in Smith. Salt and Vinegar can't get across early enough, but he does manage to put that player out for 3 months, which must be some sort of triumph, as they now see...
Oh, he's a tough cookie, Rodwell. They call him a tough cookie. Oh, I don't, but they do call him a tough sort of
Mercifully,
cookie.
they've got the ambulance out there. Doesn't that look professional now?
Well, why isn't the light on, the red light?
Okay.
You've got all that trouble to get a bloody light up there.
Here he comes. The train's back on. Woo-hoo. Oh, well, you lose nothing when you're within New South Wales.
Yes,
if
that's
one
right.
gets carted off...
Hopowate's got a second bite of the cherry. Let's see what he comes up with this time, because he took a bloody big mouthful in the first half.
Away he comes down. Look at that. You won't come back from that in 3 months.
No.
You just won't. You just don't. You just don't, you know.
Not unless Merv Cross has a look at it.
Well, Merv Cross could fiddle about with a medial ligament and probably get it back together in a week.
Yep.
I think this boy could be back. Oh, no.
Hello, what's happening now? Crimea War again.
This is... I hope this isn't Dud Beatty's work.
Yes.
I hope this isn't Dud Beatty doing the bandaging.
There goes Brett Rodwell, yes.
And Singh, yes, Singh.
Singh.
Brett, he looks as though he might be back. He's got a vomit stain all over his jumper.
Yeah.
But, gee, people of Melbourne have seen everything tonight.
They have.
They've seen the car.
And they're going to see Roddy Wishart kicking straight from the side he least prefers, because he's around the corner kicker, and he's got a... He does slice the ball. He brings the face of the boot across the face of the ball. So it makes it a difficult angle for him.
Here he comes down, gets it up, he's got it away.
No,
It's not
slides
quite good.
across the face.
Across the face and it's flagged away. And so the scores in the 48th minute of Origin 2, sorry, the 44th minute of Origin 2, 6, New South Wales, Queensland 8.
You are tuned in to the league from Planet Football on Triple J.
But at least, Roy, the people of Melbourne are seeing a bit of more poke, go forward from the Blues, and at least this Singh's try score, which is something the people of Sydney didn't see the last time.
Well, you've got to realise as well that the Maroons did a hell of a lot of defence in the first half. I think the Blues had the ball about 70% of the time, so they're doing a lot of defending, and that tires you out. So maybe they could run out of petrol here, and we could, as the plan, the design would determine, a Blues cakewalk in this second half.
And the other thing, Roy, is, of course, is the Blues have had a lot of ball. The fact they've been...
Well, they had 70% of the ball in the first half, yes.
The fact that they've been able to do bugger all with it is neither here nor there.
No.
As Teaser Hill, the hair puller, gets it back to Sedaris, the worst player on the paddock. Away he goes on the far side looking for Hell to Pay. Hell to Pay is bottled up and flattened by a big maroon.
I think Benny Eichen might have come out too. He might be being blooded now, Benny Eichen.
Good idea.
No one knows.
Good idea. The kid no one knows, but all of Melbourne will love him. And there we see Jim Brasher with that one-legged torpedo short. And kicked there by, might have been Terry Hill, who knows not much about kicking. And away comes now with Maroons back with the ball. Davis running up forward now. He's bottled up by some of the smaller Blues. Back it comes now to, let's see, this is the Moore boy. The Moore, he seems to play well in second halves, the Moore boy.
He was injured in the first game, you'll recall.
Away comes now to the Maroon on a cracker. Hone goes forward now. He's bumped off Triple J sign. And
he was tempted to bum on by the looks of things.
He did.
Dallas.
They've got through. Dallas has almost wormed his way through, but he's bottled up there on the 40-metre line, and away goes on the far side of Lang. The Kumul connection boy, and then on to the Axe. By the looks of it, it's too fast for the Axe. Smith with the ball. He gets it back to Lamb. Lamb going through now. He's knocked over because he can't get out of the road of the Axe, who's standing there foolishly now.
The ball was knocked out of his hand by Harrigan. Was it knocked out of his hand? Is he going to get the penalty here? Has he pulled the penalty? Yes, he's pulled the penalty.
Has Harrigan...
Tony Hearn must have been talking to him.
The boys pulled a
The
penalty.
boys pulled the penalty. Landers pulled the penalty.
Oh, they look at the bench there over.
Doesn't Choppy Close look good?
Well, that's a brains trust, isn't it? When you get dud beaty.
You've got Choppy Close to turn to. You've
Yeah.
got Bannigan. You've got Choppy Close. You've got
And they're
Bannigan.
going to take a shot for goal. Here. Oh, gee. What has happened to ball security in the modern
Yeah.
game, Roy?
Oh,
I mean,
gone
you know,
by
in
the
your
ball.
game and in my game, you know, you've held
Held
it
on
in
the
there.
ball, yeah.
Held it there. No one would have been able to get it out, even with a set of
That's right.
skills and spelling it out.
Well, I remember a kid at the Shamrocks having his arm amputated. It was the only way he could get the ball out.
Yeah. Well, and often I saw players running on with angle grinders.
Yes.
When they were playing
Ball
Orange
off.
Sims. Now, as we see now, this is what Melbourne people love too, is these breaks in play.
Yes, for the
While people demonstrate
Well, I don't see
arcane
these
skills.
skills very often.
No.
They're pulling up the left sock, then the right.
And then putting the ball on the mound of sand.
Did he
and-
get the water out? I
Oh,
missed
yeah,
that.
look at Harrigan. He's dirty on himself, Harrigan.
He should be dirty on
He
himself.
took on
He's
a
done
small
nothing.
bloke.
He's been
Harrigan,
sent off for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Harrigan has done nothing. Right? Why doesn't Harrigan settle down and play the game he knows? Run the ball up.
See, I think the Penguins better than
I think it's better value even though he plays in the centres. Oh, he's got the ball up and it's there.
It's there.
And so the score now moves along with a penalty. A Bartram converted penalty in about a 48th minute. I think the score now moves along to 10, Queensland.
10,
New South Wales 6. What an excitement.
The Starship Enterprise is Rugby League for one night only. Tonight on Triple J.
Johns gets us underway again after that penalty converted by Bartram. A beautiful dob right onto the Triple J sign as it comes back. Now with
Larson,
the runners
is it?
there, Larson doing a lot of work all the time. He decides, oh, hang on, here's trouble here. No, they play it fair. Okay, away it comes now to the helmet of Allen. The boxing person, somebody tries to pull his head off with his helmet in it. I'd pull the head out from the inside the helmet and leave the helmet just dangling down the stuff of the neck. Back they go now as the second row has come into it. And looks to me as though Larson's not very happy. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, fiddling with his shorts out there. Way comes to Larson, oh, he's okay. He loves this sort of stuff. He loves it. He loves it. He can't get enough of it.
Time he's run it up in this set of six.
Now, this is more conventional play, and this is the sort of play that people in Melbourne would appreciate and understand. This is what they call rugby league, not this funny, foppish gear that the bloody Johns boy from Newcastle has bought. Fifth tackle. We're up to about 15 minutes of Origin 2 gone, and onto the toe it goes from Bartram back to, looks like old Scrubber Brasher up there. As he gets on the bike, away he goes on the far side. Have we got confirmed? Oh, yes! The train. I was just going to ask.
Yeah,
is
the
train
train's out there, yeah.
And look at the two wingers on the both. Oh, now must be playing centre. Here comes Hopewade. The train's going. He got a bit of a head high there from, looks like Allen. Hello.
And he went to hit.
What foot high. Back it comes now under the runners there. Run the ball up. Don't try and do so much with it all the time. I mean, it's a simple game for simple people.
Well, Stokes has half his face torn off.
Well, it could be. It could
It's
be.
an interesting look, isn't it?
Oh, Barnhill, nowhere to go,
Nowhere to
nothing to
go.
do, no ideas. Oh,
Hello, there's a
Mackay.
bloke sleeping.
Yeah, that's right, sleeping here. Away it comes down. Oh, they've done a crisscross move. Haven't seen that. Away comes the hair pull Hill. Hill's got on the outside for the first time. Throws it up. He's taking his legs underneath. Oh, he almost was away. There's sensational move. Fifth tackle. Then here comes the Flomo. Flojo. Back he goes now. Oh, they're going to kick. Up it goes into the air. Upright almost what we call rim high. Here at the MCG, Robbie O'Davis goes one way, then the other. Good tackle there from, who's that, Johns? First thing, Johns is coming into the game. Back it comes to the little boy from
A
Cumberland.
bit of shivering there, it looked to me.
Indeed, but down it goes. Oh, they're going to put on a couple of people here. What's bloody
It's a
Mackay?
ballet display happening over on the sideline.
Right, parters and, grand jetés and gear like that. Way it comes now. Looks like the Maroons are there. He's come up over the halfway line. Cracker with the ball now. Cracker looking for a bit of cheese to go with it. And he's knocked over in the, what we call the glue pot in the old days of the MCG. Back over it goes. The Axe has had a quiet one, hasn't
Has
he?
the Axe been out there?
The Axe just touched the ball there a minute ago. Oh, good play the ball. Back it comes to the bar. Trim onto O'Davis. O'Davis trying to find the line here. Now, if this could be rounded up, it runs away from Wishart. Wishart did nothing there.
No, he
Why
didn't
did
even try to
attack
get
the
it.
ball? Why don't they attack the ball? You know, all those simple skills that people used to have in the old days. I mean, they're competent.
Yeah.
But still, this is
Well,
the
Bill
future.
Meister's going to have to lift the Queensland side because, oh, geez, Bannigan looks good, doesn't he?
He looks very fit. Look
That's
at
him
the
on the left, for those in Victoria.
He's tremendous. I love the way how he sort of works with the players.
Yes.
Sort of okay. He touches them and,
Yeah, I know, you're a player, are you? Yes, I know, I'm Jim. You're a player. He's a towel.
Here's a towel with a maroon on it. And welcome to Maroon Land. I don't know how long you've been here. You've probably been here longer than Kummel, Kitty.
There's a lot of talk from Melburnians nearby me, wondering about scrums.
Scrums, oh, don't worry about them. They'll go in the Super League. Away comes now. The Blues are spreading it wide. Onto the tread with McGregor. No, McGregor takes the tackle. He's bundled into touch. Oh, how can that be? Oh, no, it's not. Hopewade plays the ball. Oh, he jinks around one. The train's leaving the station, but going nowhere. Just into a shunting and a siding. And back it comes up with McGregor. Mary with the ball now. He finds somebody, Sidaris. Oh,
Oh, Sidaris.
he's confident. What has happened to his face?
I don't know what's happening to his
He's smoking out there, I think, Roy.
He's got one on the lip.
He's got one on the lip, in the gutter, in the lip. Back it comes to Johns. Johns decides to go every which way but forward. Back it comes now. Jump over the top there. Oh, he got the pass away. No, he didn't decide to take the tackle there. Bunched. Fifth tackle. I
love seeing a bunch
yes,
in the middle.
come on, kick. That's it. Now run onto the ball. Where's the train? Woo, 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 woo. Ambling up, very slow. And they claim this kid can play the league,
Yes,
Roy.
they do, yeah. Well, that's
good
what it
kid,
said. That's what it said when he came from Western Samoa. Has played rugby league.
On the passport. It's played rugby league. But it's not a bad kick. I mean, there's a bit of a result.
That
here.
was a kick from Fittler. That
That's
was quite a good
They're
kick.
starting to get a kicking game.
Yeah.
And the kicking game, you'd have to say, in Origin 1995 is a missing in
Hopeless.
action.
And passing. The passes are usually floated. The torpedo pass seems to have gone by the board.
The only way the Blues can do it is to send somebody off when they get a try. I mean, get carried off. As we see Maroons play the scrum now out, they come and away it goes. Now onto the young Dallas. I don't know why I had trouble remembering his name. Maybe it's the way
Bloodnut Dallas.
Bloodnut Brady. On to Larson there. He looks to... He does a
swung around. We haven't seen him swung around.
No, that's right. And that's...
Harrigan on.
Harrigan. Yeah, well, the Chief doing something. Almost forward.
And tackled before he got the ball. I'd pull that up. That was Harrigan involved.
Oh, yeah, Harrigan, geez.
Then trying to trouser the bloke and showing us his underpants. Everything. People in Melbourne wouldn't see that.
No, that's right. They don't see pants being pulled off in football.
No.
I think they could introduce that into the AFL, and I think people would love to come. Gee, somebody didn't want the ball there as they get it out the back, and he saw he's going backwards. He doesn't know what to do here. As they
Menzies all over him.
Blues starting to get on top here in the fifth tackle. They haven't moved much. They'll have to go to the air here. They'll have to get it on the toe. Bartram decides to go further. Here comes Smith. He decides to run it. They decide to run it.
Oh, yes.
Pass.
Forward pass.
Forward pass.
Upawati was there anyway.
Oh, here's the train, man.
And the train tapped him on the butt, got the ball, and he's going to have a quick tap. Now he's playing the ball. That was the sixth.
Here they go. Wishart's in there. Oh, no, it's pressure. The Wishart look alike. Oh, he's rubbed his face into the ground. And Eddie Ward says...
sandwich.
Yes, the sandwich. The Melbourne people haven't seen that in a long time. Away it comes now. Certainly not since the Smith case erupted.
That's right.
And away it comes now. Bottled up in with Barnhill.
I don't like the way Barnhill uses his elbow.
It's very high, isn't it? Here's Sedaris with the smoking Sedaris on well known.
Oh, he showed the ball. Back
it comes.
Gee, it worked. He tackled his own player.
Oh, now he's another trouble with his injury.
Gee, they got skills.
I've never seen that happen before, that a blue player...
Has tackled another blue player.
Away they go now. Oh, it's a comment over here. As Pay gets the ball.
That's good pass.
That might be six more, though, if there's a maroon hand in there.
Yeah, still the skills. And Sedaris was there. There to play it up.
Is there to ready to bugger it up.
The half-a-face man.
Face man. And away comes Johns.
Well, nobody knows it's coming this
God
side.
almighty, isn't this attractive? God, the people of Melbourne must be standing up and cheering this sort of gear.
And Sedaris.
Oh,
the inside ball.
Well, why didn't they bring the ball towards the card table, Roy?
No, it doesn't matter. We're singing track
Look,
pair of
there's their
banners.
back line. Spread out.
Oh, he's lost his shoe and he knocked on. And he knocked on.
No, I don't think
So
he
he had the
knocked
shoe
on.
off and he knocked on. Of course he knocked on. So a tremendous passage of play. Again. Yeah, well, here's the knock on. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is
a
that
knock on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a knock on.
Okay, that's
You
all right.
know,
I
you
read
either
it.
drop the ball 1,000 miles or drop it half a centimetre. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
Still a knock on.
True. Still, the Blues have done all the attacking. That's the hopeful sign for New South Wales supporters. But the Maroons look very, very good. And hats off to them. They've done everything right.
Yes.
And
I love when Florima sits on someone in a tackle.
Well, I love to see Bardick work no matter if it hits the line, dumb on, or if it's sitting down. Here they go! The Maroons are through. Almost Barnhill gets somebody by the date and pulls him down to earth. And somebody else is hurt here. I think somebody's been sat on again. And some player out of the line, so the Blues have to do some defence here as they see the ball come up now. And
Dummy half defence isn't good for the Blues.
No, they're slowing the ball around the edges of the ruck.
They're floating pass.
Yeah.
Well, where are the torpedo passes?
Where's anything here? As we see the axe go around with the ball, he gets up and plays it back, a sort of a tap on there from the boot. Anyway, back it comes
And
down. A bit of a
another
chance.
sit-on.
Now we have fifth tackle. Okay, now the chance for the mistakes to come as we see a turnover here. Goes on the outside. You're going to have to run it. Oh no, they decide to kick it. Oh, here's a try almost, is it? Oh no, wonderful work there by Brasher, the haircut man. Here's the train. He's tremendous, this boy. He's brought back the old values.
Bit of excitement. He's like Johnny Good for two tries Patterson. An excitement machine. He's a little bit faster, I think, than Johnny for two tries.
Would he be faster than Johnny Good for two tries but never picked in Test Ferguson? Up he gets a... Oh, well, yes, anyway, but Eddie
Gee,
Ward...
this Blues attack.
Oh, look at this.
Isn't it got class written all over it? It's got good written all over it.
It's got oozing duds written all over it. Okay, away they go. Why aren't the other in? Can I just ask a question? Well, I know you won't have an answer. When they were in the line, why didn't they bring it across the back line towards the card table so they could do a Brett Rodwell sort of try?
Well, because there's no cohesion.
Well, why don't they look?
Because they're not good enough to look. And they only know when the ball gets to them, they run with it.
Right.
They're not good enough to look around.
Right, there's another player down here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hearn's coming on.
The penalty
ball back on. I'll get Dallas to play the ball. Away it comes. Look, we're looking for some reason to get
What a bit of
interested.
magic to
I know, we were looking for a reason to get
Look at
interested.
this cod ordinary. Bloke's just fallen over.
You know, I bet you that match on...
Fat idiot.
I bet you that match of Channel 9 have got on Friday night. It might be Illawarra versus North. So it'll be a lot bloody more exciting than this.
Yeah. Better attacking
Yeah,
skill.
much better attacking skill, even if Rod Bull's out there driving the car.
Look what's going on.
Here's
There's
try,
a bit of attacking skill.
Moon coming forward
Oh,
now.
he did the bob. He ducked under. He got back up. He's
Right,
playing the
Smith's
ball.
having a blinder out there. He's got the fifth tackle. There's plenty of room to move. Up it goes into the air. They've set themselves. Here's trouble here. Oh, Blues take the ball and get back into the field of play. But he's given a penalty there.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not quite sure.
offside.
Oh, right. Yeah, look at Fatty. Had the smelling salts there. Fatty came to end the sleep apnea and blinked a little bit to let us
they
know.
were offside. Fair enough. Brasher did well. A very brave move there to get the ball.
Let's have a
Was
look
under
here.
considerable pressure.
He comes here. Oh, he's miles offside.
Miles offside. It was Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
Yeah, I'd ping Hupple anyway. I mean, he's on the side that's got the penalty, but I'd penalise him.
Here's another bloke coming off with a bloody headbin.
It's Hurd again, isn't it?
Hurd, is that the penalty pull off already?
The high shot Hurd, he's been off about 8 times.
And now
Can't they put some...
No, he's
heard
Hurd.
of stitches?
No, that's Allen. He's had his headgear pulled off. Now the cut's been opened up again. That's good work from somebody like Harrigan, who's got all the ring craft in the world. Blues get the ball about just on the 40-metre line. And now we see Sidaris.
Gee, Sidaris has got all the skills, hasn't he? The way he taps the ball.
He looks shell-shocked.
He looks wrong, doesn't he?
Maybe it's his contribution to the VE Day celebrations. I don't know. The last
Oh, Florimo just managed to hang on to it.
Up they get now. Here he is. Look at this bloke. He's concussed or something. He's concussed from the first game. Barnhill runs the ball up. We're into maroon territory for the Blues. Yeah, look, he trips over. What's Betty makes a mistake here? Oh, no, he got the ball away. A nice little floaty pass. He's a cut-out pass. Bring it towards the card table. Give the boys a chance to run. Here's Teaser Hill. Teaser Hill fans beautifully.
Hands with the elbow.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Pull his hair to there.
Yeah, that's right. Just reach up and grab a syrup off. And now what have they got? A penalty. Oh, it's on.
It's on.
It's on. It's on. Smith and Hill.
On.
Yeah, Ward comes in. Oh, he's going to send him off. Oh, he's threatening to send him off.
No.
Yeah, I'd love to see you send one off. Oh, that'd be a treat, wouldn't it? Eddie Ward, I don't dare you to do it. Go on, Eddie.
Go on, Eddie. Send someone off. Send someone off.
Look, he's up to date there with a fist. Go on, Eddie. That's not in the rules of rugby league. I don't care if it is Terry Hill. I hate Terry Hill. I'm going on record tonight as saying I hate Terry Hill and everything he stands for in the way he plays a game. Never liked his family, never liked his clubs. Whenever he played East, West, Manly, hate them all.
Yeah, he's a real loyalty man, isn't he?
But I'll say this, that there is no fisting in rugby league.
No.
And away comes now with the ball to Barnhill.
Not in the modern game.
In the old game, when you
Sure.
Bailey and all them in there, they'd go in the date any bloody show bit of date.
Sidaris, brilliant skill.
This is an
well
agony,
done,
boy.
Jim.
Can't we go?
Hasn't Tommy Radonicus worked wonders with him?
All over. Queensland win 10-6. Look at this. I mean, there's no pressure on the kid. There's
was
no
he
pass
passing it to?
security. What was he thinking of?
He thought he was playing basketball. He thought Tiny Pinto was out there.
Steady, Roy. And why is he allowed to stay on when he's got a gaping gash underneath his
Like this bloke. He's had his ear torn off. He torn it off himself.
Has Eddie Ward looked at these
He's a
players?
bloke who hasn't even got a jumper on.
Has Eddie Ward looked at these players' nails? I mean, there seems to be more blood coming out of there than hospital.
Ben Icon's on. They're going to blood him.
Yes, literally. And
He's
he's
gone to the court.
Yeah, because the court's in the blood bin.
Yeah.
And the Maroons get the ball back. And away he
Here's
comes down.
Dallas. Gee, what a surprise. Dallas taking the ball first pass from the scrum.
Yeah, that shocked me. Shocked me. I'm shocked. Back it comes now. Looks like Larson. Larson plays well, doesn't he?
He does play well.
He's one of your
plays
old-fashioned.
very well.
He could easily be in Super League. He's that good.
He's that good.
Yeah.
He's
I wonder
that good.
if they've dangled a check in front of him.
They will after the night, I
Trim on to Cracker Hone. Hone gets taken by Harrigan. Lowers Sidaris low. Sidaris should come off. Haven't we got somebody to put on there?
What's happened to Coyne there?
But what happened? You'd have to say that I think he got hit by touch judge's bloody battle on the ear.
He's trying to pull a penalty. That's Hurd.
Yeah, that's her, the penalty. And who's this, the crisp boy? No, Bartram, obviously sheep shepherd. Oh, look at the Lamb out there. Or is that Sing out there with the acre of...
Oh, here's Skilly.
Skilly with the ball. Haven't seen him
Doesn't
for a
the
while.
axe look good? Now, we've seen more head highs tonight than we've seen in 8 seasons of rugby league.
Well, that's what I mean. People come to Melbourne and they think, oh, it'll be old style.
We'll go and see some players get their heads punched in.
Yeah, here's the train. Gee, the tracks aren't very long for the train to run on, are they? Back it comes to McGregor. McGregor's done nothing all night.
Look at these
Sits right
floaty
inside.
passes. I'm sick of these floaty passes. Give us the bullet torp passes to get the players going forward quickly.
Come on, Brasher, do something. On it goes to... Oh, they've got somebody away here. I don't know who. But why is that pass put there? I mean, there's 4 Maroons standing there. All the player can do is Sedaris. He'll make a mess of it.
Oh, what's Sedaris?
No.
Oh, Jim.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Jim. Oh, it worked too.
Brilliant.
Oh, what have they made? What, 2 metres?
What a brilliant idea that was. He doesn't want to do with the ball. He doesn't want to be out there. He doesn't want to play. He's through. Now who's this? Back. Now what's he giving here?
He's
Play on.
6 more.
Six more away coming. Here's the Blues chance. Now Brasher gets the ball away. He's running. The Maroons are shot. They're down. He's oh, there's a 4 high. A 4 high. I wonder what the record. Wonder what the record for highs in the rugby league is. Sedaris floats the ball out.
No, forward pass. That was a forward pass.
Oh, and he's paid it. Come on, Blues.
Oh, the flick pass.
Straight to the Maroons.
Oh, and Terry's gone. Pull his head, Terry. Not his head.
Back it goes. Oh, Terry's lifted himself
Come on, Terry. Come on, Terry. Come on, Terry.
Oh, he's given a penalty.
Come on, Terry.
Well done, Terry.
Look at the kids.
Yes, that's right. And that's what Bozo teaches them. That's why Bozo's the Australian coach. Look at this. Now, here goes. Terry goes.
Let's see Terry pull his head off. Go on, Terry.
That's rugby league. That's rugby league. That's why people come in their droves. And away goes now. Bartram gets the ball into a good position there. Gee, the Blues have got everything under control, haven't they? There's no loopholes left, is there? And one of the great goes to forward pass, I thought.
Yeah, forward pass, but Eddie Ward, hey. Doesn't matter. I've got a band-aid in my ear.
I can't see. I was going to put them on my eyes. People said I'd be really silly then. And so I just put them on my ears. Away comes now.
Oh, first pass.
Here, Smith's through. He's almost there. He's almost up there. He's on the knockdown.
Pull his hand, Terry.
Come on, Maroons. Get a try.
Oh, penalty.
Away comes now. Come on, Maroons. Stack one on. Get going, Maroons. Oh, knock on. Come on, Blues. Look at the ball.
No, still all right. Still all right. Still all right.
Yes. Oh, no, this is it. Under the post.
Pull back. Knock on.
Well, I read it as a knock on.
Yes.
But then I didn't hope.
Yes.
Stanley must be cold there. He's rubbing his hands together. Look at choppy face.
Yes. It looked good. Only don't allow forward pass. Well, I don't allow knock on.
Look, here's Stanley up on his... Oh, he does this.
And a little bit of blue language.
Blood not blue.
I hope the kiddies are still up.
Yeah, so do I. Back it comes now. The Blues have all the work to do with about 20 minutes to go. And let's face it, if they lose tonight, that's it for Origin. I don't think people will...
Well, that's it for the ARL.
That's it for the ARL, indeed, yeah. What I meant was, if they lose tonight, I think that, not many people, apart from obviously Queenslanders, who like to see a man kick a dog, we get along to Lake Park for the third one. I don't blame them for that, mind you.
Oh, they're wound up. Few players are wound up out here.
Out they come now, the Blues with the ball.
Bit
40 wide. Here they go now. Can they find a hole? Now support him, Blues. Run up with him, Blues. Come on, Blues. Keep going. Terry, you're lying down on the job. Bloody Terry, you're lying down on the job. Peeling for a penalty that wasn't there. Why did he stay on his feet? Back to Sedaris now over the other side. Away it goes now. The Blues with the ball. Here he goes now. McGregor. Come on. He's the train there. Yes, he is. Here he goes. Oh, he's there. He's there, and the Blues...
They've got to score here. They've got to score here. Oh, no! Oh, the penalty puller! He's coming to his own!
Magnificent work there.
Oh, Harrigan! Mansfield being a goose!
Being a goose. There was a chance to put a try on there, and they did nothing except the... Look at this. Magnificent work. I blame the train. Not getting a try when he had the chance to. Look at that magnificent pass. That was the best pass of the night.
It was.
It was correct.
It was your cut-out pass, face ball.
Indeed.
That's it. Pull his Guernsey off.
Here they come now.
The
ringers
back on.
Yeah, and they're taking the big boy off Moore, is it? And who's this going through there? Matty Singh. Who's?
They might pull Icon back off. I think they've blooded him now.
Yeah, and they've got another 20 minutes to play, or 17 minutes to play. Gee, chances of running out for the Blues as they come down here. It's going to be a couple of players collide with each other if they don't watch out.
It's always attractive to see that.
Away comes now. Oh, they change the play.
Change of pace. Change of direction.
You watch. I bet you Richard runs from dummy half here. Oh, no, he doesn't.
No.
I lost me 20 cents.
Through a flat ball.
Now away goes now.
Someone running straight across the ground. Hill.
Here he goes.
Oh, is that attractive?
That looks good.
Oh, straight back to him. Oh, what rugby league. What attacking skill.
He's had a
Gould, you're a genius. Too bright. And he lost the ball as well. Too bright for Lee Gouldy.
God almighty, what a joke of a match this is turning out to be for New South Wales supporters. But hats off to the Maroons. They're starting to come into their own. They're taking all the best of their chances. They got that intercept. They reefed the ball there beautifully, and now they're in a very good tackling position. And I believe the Blues are out of petrol. I reckon the Blues are out of petrol.
I think they could be out of petrol, but the Maroons aren't running all that quickly either. They just seem to have a little more enthusiasm.
Well, they go straight.
More skill.
Well, they just go, look at this, they just go straight forward.
Go straight.
They make yardage where they've got the ball. A bit
Now
like
out to the right, go to Hawaii,
Yes, and picked up.
Oh, but that's good rugby league. I'll get the ball back now.
Yeah, they'll get a kick out, goal line and kick out.
Goal line, drop out. And I think this is the first goal on drop out they would have seen tonight, the people in Melbourne.
I think so. I think
they wouldn't have seen this in 12 months.
No, in fact, I was stuck there for a word because I didn't think,
I'd forgotten all about it.
Yeah, well, I was trying to work out what the rule was here. But obviously the Blues have had their chances tonight. They've done bugger all with them.
That's right.
And now we see goal line drop out and 6 more tackles for the Maroons as we get the ball back into play now. Good kick, though, up onto the halfway on Wade Davis.
Come on, Robbie, run the ball, fella.
Robbie, do something. Come on, Robbie, it's Maroons you're playing for, not the Blues. And up he gets up, he's thinking of his blue jumper, Newcastle Knox style. Away comes now with Larson, who's had a good, he's been there when they've needed him.
The forwards have outplayed the Blues. The Maroon forwards have outplayed them.
Totally outplayed them.
Yes, just by simple running the ball up.
And
running the ball up, just like that.
And, of course, the great move was to get the Blues to start the stink, which puffed them out about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, a floaty pass.
On the wide side there.
Ooh, knees in the back.
I think the knees in the head. And that's fairly up there. Back it is to Smith, and away it goes now. Time's running out now for the Blues. They're going to have to do something soon.
Hearn, can he pull a penalty here?
Oh, he can pull a penalty here.
Can he pull a penalty?
Yes, I think he can. No, he can't. He can just pull a jumper. Back it comes now away. Oh, how about a field goal here? That'd be a good thing to do. How about a field goal?
They might have numbers out here. They've got numbers. Oh, pass the ball. Yes, there it is.
That's the series. That's the series. That's the series to the Maroons for 1995. You can turn off now unless you live north of the Tweed.
Well, at this stage, I think Australia's leading Canada 3-0. So
oh,
if you want to go to Channel 7, I think, people on the
10.
East Coast.
Yeah, 10, I think it is.
10, yes, Channel 10.
So in the 66th minute, who got that one sing?
Lamb, I think.
Lamb, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, Lamb. Lamb. So in the 66th minute, we see a try here that comes from broken play.
It could come this way. They had the numbers.
Now,
he chose to do a McGregor there and keep the ball himself, but and just managed to get the ball away. But Lamb was very much, again, Jay on the spot.
Pretty lifestyle. Obviously learnt most of his football out from the door.
Good pass from Gilmeister.
Yes, straight on it went, and that's good play there. Now, why can't the Blues do that, Roy?
Because they've got Gould as a coach.
True. He's too bright, isn't he? Good on you, Fatty. That's well done, Fatty. That was obviously a coached move, a planned move, and they've done it. Congratulations, Maroon. You've turned rugby league on its head. A team of no-names, absolute nobodies, and you've got the series. And I think this is exactly what we need in football at the moment. Because
I think, as we can see here from the arrows that put up here, that it was that constantly running the ball from dummy half that forced all the forwards to be, the Blues defensive forwards, to be in one area, freeing up
the side. Yes. And I'd say, no frills rugby league paid off.
Yes.
Now, why hasn't Gould done some of that with... I mean, he's got these names who are meant to play for Australia. And don't tell me that this Maroon side won't make up the bulk of the Australian team.
Well, it should do.
Don't tell me that Davis, Dallas, Coyne, Moore, Singh, Smith, Lamb...
Lamb would be your first pick.
Kilmister,
Sure, he's a Kummel, but he'd be your first pick.
Larson.
And Hopewadi, he'd be the only one to get in from the Blues.
Hopewadi would make up your 13, because they would. And rugby league...
Here we go. No, he's missed it.
Well, so the Blues live in hope. The score at the big one is New South Wales 6, Queensland 14.
The gang's all here. Scotty, Bones, Jean-Luc Picard, Uhura, Kirk, Chekhov, and you, all crammed aboard on your way to the next generation on Triple J.
Yeah, so we're down in the dying minutes of really the series for 1995, and the Maroons have taken it all before them, and congratulations to them. I think they played terrific football. They haven't had much of their opportunities. Sorry, they haven't had much ball, but they've made the most of their opportunities, and that's after all what rugby league's about. And I can say this now, unless the Blues get
a withering run
of a couple of tries on the board. And now, what's this, a stink, or are they calling it off?
No, it looks like a scrum being shut down.
Oh, we've missed the kick-off, have we? Oh, here we see the replay. Okay, up we go now, and they lose the ball in the tackle there, and they decide to have a blue feed. Yeah. So here's a chance for the Blues to get back into it.
We might see a few decisions going towards the Blues in the dying 10 minutes.
Well, I mean,
in fact, we've seen another one here now.
Well, you couldn't...
offside. I think we'll see quite a few of these.
You wouldn't rely on footballers to organise the series, the $1 million series.
No.
And I must say, you know, obviously the people of Melbourne have enjoyed this. They've seen everything. They've seen a player stretch it off. They've seen the in-goal dropout.
Yeah.
They've seen Maroons tries aplenty.
Yeah.
And now in the
They've
dying
seen a lot
moments,
of high shots.
heaps of high shots. And now in the dying moments, you're going to see a lot of duds trying to fill about with the ball.
Well, I think we might see a couple of Blues tries.
Do you think?
I think so.
Aboade! Off he goes. Chug, 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 chug. They come to McGregor. McGregor dummy half. Blues coming across the field now. And Blues looking for a way through. Blues, he's lost the ball.
Yes, he's lost the ball. Yeah. Always good to see. Always good to see. And they do look a bit disappointed on the Blues side, don't they? Gouldy looks good, though. It's all working out as far as Gouldy's concerned.
I think it's worked out beautifully. Gould believes he's set the game plan, which the players haven't been able to
Yes,
affect.
that's right.
Yeah.
Again, he's stuck out of the scrum. Now, Melbourne people wouldn't have seen a hit Blakes
well, two
stuck out of the
scrum.
scrum twice.
Remember when
Earlier on tonight, I saw that.
Steve Roach and Eddie Ward tapped so-and-so on the buttocks.
That's
I
right.
like to see that. I like to see
High shot there from McGregor on
I like to
Davis.
see a referee getting involved physically with players. Away goes to the far side now, and looks like Coit. I believe there's a try in Coit tonight.
And Menzies been impressive.
Well, Menzies been
Big raps on Menzies.
big find. He'd make Australian tourism.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He'd have to be a walk-up start. As the Blues now with Fairley knocking the ball over there, I thought that might have been a penalty. And away it comes now, and we see now about 10 minutes left to go in this match for 19 and the series for 1995.
Oh, yes, it lifted up in the tackle. Normally that'd be a penalty north of the Murray.
The way it comes now with this penalty puller coming into his own late in the game as the minutes tick down.
And they're slowing the play down, although he might be trying to pull something here.
I'd say he's right on pulling something here.
He might have pulled a hammy.
Ah, yeah, play on. Oh, yeah, you didn't do that at the start, did you? Oh, God. Look, what a bizarre moment of rugby league history that was. They'll talk about that one forever. Did he pull a hammy? Did he really do it? Here's the tray!
Here's the tray.
And he's starting to chime into the back line and inject. Oh, he loves
throwing the hand, doesn't he?
Yeah, indeed. He's playing rugby league. Love to know
He's
where.
Menzies out in the back. Gee, Menzies looks good anywhere he plays, doesn't he?
He does. He's got that headgear and people love that. Oh, the turn.
Hello, he's pulled something. He's pulled himself off.
Here comes the Blues now. They're a bit broken now. Away they come now on the outside.
Oh, the inside ball.
Away it goes.
Oh, who's that to?
That must be Muir.
Yeah, doesn't Muir look good?
Yeah, I haven't seen Muir. Muir's Motors. Away comes in the car outside.
Oh, there's a big pass.
He looks for runners now.
Oh, who's got that? Sedaris. What is he doing out there in the centres? He's given up as a hooker. I can't be a hooker, I might be a centre. Good on slow and stupid.
There we go. Over the top they go. Little
Fop.
deck. Oh, it's worked out brilliantly.
Yes, well done, Fop.
Now, what happens here, obviously, I was just wondering if that was the fifth tackle or anywhere near it as they lumber forward. Why didn't he put a good route?
Well, he thought he'd be clever.
True. He thought he'd, do it.
Yeah, Gouldy sent out a message.
Yeah, clever. Away comes the Cracker. The Cracker about to explode in Origin 3. Back it comes. Away it goes now to Bartram. Bartram's been very steady for them.
Oh, he has,
Chip
hasn't he?
say to Sedaris,
Yeah.
who's been pretty hopeless for us, if I could use those old-fashioned
There are a
ideas.
lot of inside balls there that the Maroons are throwing. Keeping it tight. Very pretty plays.
Well, they don't want to give them. They don't want to expose themselves.
No, and here's a practice kick. Here's Hoppy. What's he going to do?
Jeez, he's quick, isn't he? He's lightning.
He's electric.
He's lightning. I hope my fervent.
I
hope
hope the
is-
selectors are watching.
I hope my fervent hope is that they can unearth a number of Populados
Yeah.
in Western Samoa
Yeah.
and get them out here and bloody quick, because obviously it's been a tremendous find, and what a tremendous occasion this is, and you can hear just sense it, the baton changing from one side to the other. And away comes now. It's on to Fitlow. Fitlow goes through to McGregor.
Oh, McGregor
There
cutting
he goes,
inside again.
God,
Oh, here he comes. He's coming this way now.
Too bloody
Oh,
late.
and he throws a terrific pass. Oh, pretty league. Here's Hill. Here's this pretty rugby league.
Oh, it's indescribable, I think, Roy, is what I come up with. And that's why I let people to watch in silence. I think we should do the silent treatment with the Blues. Let's not call them until they do something good.
Oh, they're doing something good. Now Florino's running. Has he lost the ball?
He's lost the ball.
Yes, he's had the ball pinched. He had the ball pinched. That might be a penalty. That'll be a
Blue
penalty.
penalty.
Yeah. Is he
Larson.
Yeah.
Well,
Larson
the pictures
just
are
being
saying,
smart.
pictures are saying Larson. They'll have to get a riddle on here. They've only got 7 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And what do they need?
They
Roy,
needed to convert a try and then a penalty. And Florino might have...
fuck it up.
buggered up an AC.
Gee, there's a long gap here.
Is Fiddler, is he got cut loose?
He's done nothing. He's done nothing.
Here's Hill. Oh, he's down.
Hill's down.
Fairly, he might inject a bit of enthusiasm.
Yeah, he's the one to come. Have we got all the blue reserves on?
I think
Here's
so.
Sedaris.
Oh, the inside ball.
12, back to Sedaris.
Back to Sedaris.
It goes on the outside. Out to the train. Why he's going straight ahead? There was a big opening there. Oh, my head.
Well, because Gould said be clever.
Yeah, don't do the obvious thing.
Don't do the obvious.
Here's Fittler. Fittler straight up to the middle and through they go.
Here's the try, Sedaris.
Right underneath the post and the Blues are back in. And very soft try there. And Sedaris has done nothing except bugger up every decent move the Blues have had. So Sedaris in the 74th minute has managed to get a try which should bring them back to 2.4.
Yes, it will. And then the Blues still have enough time to score the score the fix. The fix, yeah.
Well, I'd say this is drawn out, but brilliant work by the organisers to get this try laid on there for the Blues.
Yeah.
And what have we got? We've got Wishart going over. It's there. So the scores now, with the Sedaris try in the 74th minute, are 14 to 12.
This is Rugby League. This is State of Origin. This is the next generation on Triple J.
So with the clock running down, we've got a game that's almost square. Wouldn't a draw be good?
A draw would be good, but I think we'll see how professional these boys are now. I think the Blues, with a couple of penalties, might get down into the maroon area, and we might see another try scored.
Well, they get the ball back off the kick-off, which they've obviously got already, and the playing game would be underway.
Yeah.
And
then they roost it down on the 5th. In the ensuing...
I know, we've had a bit of a lull here to get people off who are running onto the MCG.
But then in the ensuing scrum, there could be an infringement.
Okay, here's Fittler with the ball now. He looks for a way through, and he looks to get his arms free, but he runs down of tackles. Run down in the tackle. Away goes to Wishart. Wishart, 360 from Fairley. Fairley's been the difference, hasn't he? He gets the ball away almost.
He's enthusiastic.
He's very enthusiastic. We've played 75, almost 76 minutes. They've got to get it up the other end on this set of 6 and then bottle them up as Muir goes forward. Isn't Muir fit? Oh, yes, indeed. As they all go in the date there.
Everyone had a bit of a shot at it.
Brasher comes back on the Hopawade, I think. No, it comes back towards us. Brasher searching. Oh, he decides to hang on to the ball and go himself, but he can't get through. Almost broke the line, and back comes to Sedaris. Do you know we haven't seen many busts tonight?
No busts.
Away comes now Fittler with the ball. Probing, searching. He got the ball away. Here's Hill starting to do something. He threw the ball back. At least Flojo was there. He tied it up. They're over wide. Here they go. Here's a try. Come on, McGregor. Go forward. Go forward towards the line.
And again, cut the wrong way. Should have gone towards his back support instead of going to the middle.
That was when you needed the train.
Here comes the kick.
The train was out there.
Here comes the kick.
Okay,
he was offside, I think.
Oh, here he goes. That's it. Oh, no, he's got back into the field of play just. He might have been offside.
Yeah. Now, what we'll need in this set of 6, I think, is a penalty to the Blues for someone doing something stupid.
Now they need to be bottled up here. A knock-on would be handy.
A knock-on would be handy.
We might see a knock-on. Get a bit of, a thing going for a knock-on.
Yeah.
They run it out now. They're about out to the 25.
Now, who would you give it to knock on? Hearn?
Oh, no.
Or Holmes?
No, Holmes okay with the ball. I'd give it to one of the outside backs. To be quite honest.
Gilly might knock on.
Yeah, Gilly can do a good knock-on. Back it comes. We're now down. They've only got 2 minutes to go, and Lamb gets the ball away. It's up there now for Brasher. Brasher needs to take this one carefully. Now, let's see if we can weave some magic here, because this is the Blues' chance here. From he goes. He gets up to play the ball. There's no players there to play the ball. Here's
he kicked him in the head.
Away it comes now. Back into, who's this? Muir with the ball. Muir gets the ball away. Come on, bring it out this side. Spread them wide. Open them up like a can of beans. And away it comes now on to Menzies. Menzies hasn't done anything all night. He decides to go a little forward pass on to Wishart. Wishart's through. He's found a bit of an opening here. Pass. Come on, where's the Blues support? Come on, Blues, what are you doing? Hanging out there. Forward pass, I would think. Now they've got the numbers on the other side. Go wide. Hopawade. Where is he? Where is he? They take the tackle. They're about 3 out with about 1.5 minutes to go. They're about 13 minutes out. They're calling for it. Johns doesn't know what to do with it, so he turfs it on. Up goes Fittler. He falls over because Cracker Hone fell over. There's a big lump of lard in the road and said, I'll squish on that. Well, it comes now to Sedaris. Sedaris floats the ball up to Johns. They're not going forward. They're running back. Come on, do something with it. Straight up. Have a go yourself. About to cut loose. Menzies through. Yes, he's there. Right, he's there.
Yes.
He get held up.
No, he hasn't put it down.
Oh, he got held up. We haven't seen that in a month of Sundays, and in 2 State of Origins, we've seen Blues players held up over the line.
Oh, hell, yeah, what's going on? There was almost an altercation. But this was good work from Menzies.
And
Got
guess-
very close to the line.
And guess which club they came from? The two players who were held up were Manly. Bozo Fulton, I blame you for the New South Wales loss here tonight.
Now, it's New South Wales 3 here, it should be.
There's only 2 minutes to go.
Plenty of
1
time
minute
to score
50.
the try. They'll score the try.
Away it goes now. Here they go now. Why did he do that?
People are taking high. Why not give a penalty for that?
Here they go. Who's this roosting the ball up? Is it Fairley? We're down inside about the...
That'll be 2 minutes
It's
there.
very attractive. 2 minutes. Go yourself. Go on, let's go Blues. In you go. They've got another charge at this line. Pity Harrigan is out there. Pity Glenn Lazarus isn't out there. That's what I keep saying to me.
Here it is.
There it is. There it is. There's the try. Brushes in. And the New South Wales team have stolen this match. Forward pass. He's
forward
ruled
pass.
forward pass.
Yeah, I'd rule
Oh,
it forward.
sensation. I thought there was a touch of forward.
No,
That's it. Queensland have won the series. It's all over now.
Let's
As we
see. Yeah, let's see if it is given as a forward pass. Is it ruled forward? Yes, it is ruled forward. Yes, as it should have been. No, there's still a time. They can still do it.
Well, the trouble is what happens here. They get a scrum.
No. It'll be a penalty. Oh, he's Gould's thrown in the towel by the looks. Now, there's got to be an intercept or...
Oh, yes. Blues, you mighty Blues. You almost had it. 20 seconds to
20
go.
seconds to
They're
go.
counting
Oh,
down.
he's pulling him up.
Maroons have got it. This is fantastic for rugby league. This is exactly what rugby league needed was a Maroons win here.
Oh, and a chop. A chop over the head. Who was
Well,
that?
that was
Fiddler.
Johns.
Fiddler, wasn't it?
We're down inside it. Here it goes. It's almost done.
Oh,
They're
it's
inside the 10.
fine.
Oh,
All the way. All the hop away. Get him. Oh, go. Hop away. Here it goes.
Brilliant work from the Maroons there to score in the dying minutes. What a great end to the series. What a fantastic end to the series forever. What a brilliant end to the future, Roy. That was great. That was really good. Oh, you can't say that people coming tonight haven't got their money's worth.
Oh, no, they've seen 28 clowns.
That was wonderful work there. Will they bother to take the conversion?
I wouldn't.
Would you?
Oh, yeah, for history.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we've
for
got the
history.
score, 50,000 people here, and then we got who was that? That was a Dallas try in the last.
Well, he's
on
been
the
threatening that all night.
Yeah, of
Dallas,
course.
threatening the line all
Of
night.
course. That was brilliant try. Absolutely tremendous work from the Maroons there at the death. And congratulations to them, you know. I mean, they came into this. No one thought they could do it. They were 100-1 in the first one. They got their 2-0. And now they've just torn the heart out of the
They
Blues.
have. They've torn the heart out of it. Look, marvellous, you know, there was a hell of a lot of cynicism, I think, in some quarters, feeling that the whole game had been set up. And this is proven to be absolutely not true. I think it was good, genuine, hard rugby league. And there you have a kid he called into the Maroon side from the Bulldogs reserve grade.
It gives you an idea how strong the
Gives you
reserves
an
are.
idea- yes.
And what did he do? Flagged?
Flags were up. Conversion was
Oh,
there.
isn't that tremendous? Look at this emotion.
And look
here.
at Choppy
Grown
Close.
men just
In tears.
ripping each other on the sideline here. They don't care if there's 50,000 people here. They're just going in hard and enjoying it, as Queenslanders always do. That's tremendous work. And where's Jim Bannigan? I hope he's out there enjoying
I
this.
hope Jim's there. That's
Because,
it,
I mean,
the
it was
game's
Jim.
over. Yeah.
Jim was there. So we see the full-time score of New South Wales 12. Not nearly enough.
And Wally
then-
Lewis, isn't that good to see Wally there? Because the people of Melbourne probably don't know Wally.
They wouldn't have a clue who he was. They wouldn't
And
know
isn't the hair paint looking
Oh,
good?
he's fantastic. Hair paint. He's done it very special for tonight. And I should say Queensland 20. So it was a terrific match, 12-20. And
Jim
there's the-
Sedaris,
I
man of the
blame
match.
Jim Sedaris.
Man of the match.
Yeah. Well, I can't split him between Jimmy Sedaris and I'd have to say Hopawate is man of the match. I think.
There's Bannigan.
Oh, Jim, enjoying it all. Yeah, have a beer on us, Jim, tonight. And here comes the Blues off.
Well done, Blues. Well done, fellows.
Well played, boys.
Well done, Gouldy.
Oh, tremendous
Oh,
work.
that Gould. What a man. That is genius.
What an insight. It was just fantastic. It was just wonderful. And, you know, I think that, you know, league does have a bright future, Roy. When I came here tonight, I thought, well, you know, certain questions have to be answered.
Yeah.
And I think most of them have.
Yes, I think so too. Rugby league is very alive and well.
Look, we'll take a short break from the MCG and come back with a wrap-up of the State of Origin 2 in a minute or two.
The Lunar Buggy is in gear and going forward towards the try line, flat out on Triple J.
Tumbleweed are set to beam down on their galactophonic national tour for Triple J, blowing through your town in June, July and August. Playing venues right across the country as part of their galactophonic national tour, Tumbleweed, along with special guest Spiderbait, all presented by your favourite long hairs, Triple J.
It's raw, it's rude, it's rugby league. It's the next generation. You are on your way to the future on Triple J.
Excited crowd enjoying every minute of this. Let's just go through the match try by try. In the 4th minute, we saw a doozy from Coyne, and from Smith then got pulled a penalty and obviously went to the half-time break. I think it was 4-8 or 6-8 at half-time because the Blues got one in the 40th minute of Wishart. Then the Rodwell opened up the scoring for there's Rowdy Shearer. He's fitted.
Man of the match.
In the 44th minute, we saw a beauty from Rodwell for the New South Wales Blues. Here's the penalty puller pulling himself off again. And we saw a beauty from Rodwell in the corner, which was missed, conversion there. And then Bartram got another penalty, and then Lamb got one, and then Sedaris got one back for New South Wales in the 74th minute. And all interest was whether the New South Wales Blues could get another try, but they couldn't. And Dallas, in the dying moments of State of Origin and the series for 1995, plucked one out of the air and ran all the way. And I believe that try was 115 metres that he ran.
Yes,
when you look back at it,
he ran backwards for a fair while before going forward. Yeah, and then toyed with him, running up and down, trying to go back to Hopewadi, playing tips with him.
God, you can just tell how fast Hopewadi is when you see him against a split.
A reserve grade winger.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so that's it now. And so the series is finished. It's over. Queensland have won. Congratulations, Roy. When you come to your man of the match thoughts, and remember the man of the match wins some fabulous prizes. They get a Slanehill Brock Commodore in maroon, a box of date fingers, a night out with Ken Arthurson, a drive back to Townsville with Adrian Bowles from his Canberra match. That is a one-way trip, unfortunately. We can't afford to fly you back. There's a dozen boxes of dark browns and a very fresh length of Rowdy 2, only killed this morning. Roy, it's a terrific prize. Who does it go to?
It goes to Gary Larson, HG. I thought he took the ball up. He was the strongest forward on the field, on the paddock, by daylight second. Kept the play simple, and I think organised the Maroon forwards, which laid the bed to concrete their win here this evening. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to all the people in Queensland. They should be very, very proud of 15 tremendously fit, creditable young men who did it for them tonight.
And Roy, with the...
and we shouldn't forget the coach, because they were well coached tonight, I
Very
thought.
well coached.
Just simple things. Play the game simply, keep it simple. Whereas Gould tried to make things far too complicated and therefore failed.
Roy, obviously, with this win tonight here, first fight started when Queensland started chanting Queensland. I thought that was very interesting, late mail. Yeah. But with this win here tonight, obviously the series is now over.
Yes.
Queensland have won it. People in Queensland love to go along and cheer people in blue jumpers and, shout things like blue suck.
Yeah.
Idiots go home, goose schooled, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that'll be on June the 12th. But we won't be part of it this year, sadly, because there's no reason to be part of it.
No reason now.
The
all
series
we can
has
say
been
is
won.
enjoy the game, everybody.
Indeed. And so we won't be calling the State of Origin number 3 in season 1995. Maybe if I could ask Storm and Norman to change the channel to 10, we might be able to get some thoughts on the rugby union.
Well, I did hear that Australia had run away with it, HG. They were about 20-6 in advance, I think, at half-time. So Australia's doing very well in the union.
Okay, so 20-6 at half-time, and we can't get a picture through from South Africa. There seems to be some interference. And so there it is, Rugby League lovers, State of Origin number 2 for 1995, and wasn't the future fabulous? With a victory going to the Maroons, the tune, a very sweet, sweet tune, a very sweet refrain. Thanks very much, Jeffrey Pender. Maroons 20 rather, Blues 12. I'm having trouble here. I'm overcome with the emotion. Fatty, leave me alone, please. Don't do it now, Fatty, please. Congratulations, Queensland. Congratulations, Captain Axe. Congratulations, I think, Super Coach P.He. And so the Origin Series now goes to Lang Park on June the 12th, the Queen's birthday holiday, for the third of the series. Before we go, we leave you with a reminder that there's no edition of This Sporting Life on Triple J this Saturday. As we go from the Triple J card table here at the MCG, This Sporting Life's Origin cover would like to thank, as always, King Willie Otto in the soundproof booth, Mighty Mike Shine on the buttons, Storm and Norman on the scoreboard and stats, and not forgetting my colleague in league, rampaging Roy Slavin. And last but not least, we thank the rugby league loving people of Australia who, let's not forget at this particular point, own the game, who had the vision, the guts, the game plan and the arousal to join us for this second trek to the future. This is H.D. Nelson signing off from the MCG Triple J card table, asking you to join us once again when we visit the future, this time next year. We sign off from the control centre of league with a simple reminder that Triple J is sport. Bye now.
Well, there it is, ladies. ladies and gentlemen. How did you enjoy your second trip to the future? Isn't the league still a lot more fun without those old duds from the game who've clambered aboard Starship Swollen First and are now on their way to Boots Void? And remember, if you like the future tonight, you can go again when the league land at Lang Park on June 12th. Why not take a peek then when Brisbane gets on board the bus? Talk to you then, league travellers of tomorrow.